will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
All right. Oh, here we go. I got an applause button.
Hello, hello.
All right. So we're on week 7. So this is episode 7 of the Weekly Rogues Gallery. I'm your host, Iron Oxide. And we have some stuff to talk about. If we actually do, if you've been watching this show long enough over the past now 7 weeks, you know that just because we have topics in the description doesn't mean we're going to talk about any of that. So we'll just kind of see what happens
through it and then trail off to new things at the end.
Do we though?
Literally what you're doing.
Actually, we're actually having a pretty good track record.
Yeah, we've had like 1 or 2 good weeks where it's like, wow, we actually talked about everything we said we were. And I think like episode 3, we didn't even, it was just random, just shit talk the whole time.
I blame Jack.
Yeah.
Jack.
So what's on the docket today then, Iron? What subject should we be talking about?
Well, I'm hoping everybody wants to talk about Sweet Baby Inc. and that whole controversy that has now.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Media, we don't exist. And that's a nothing burger.
I have not gotten tired of listening to Fratenka Plays talk about it, so sure, let's talk about it.
Like a bad case of herpes. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I heard
we're gonna talk about the dead Japanese dude who did some animation or something.
Oh, we'll tie into that.
Akira Toriyama, the genius and treasure to his nation in Japan, Jack. That dude, random Japanese guy that happened to pass away, the creator of Dragon Ball Z.
That dude, yeah.
The artist of Chrono Cross. Maybe.
So he didn't really do anything.
I've heard he
right?
means something to some people, at least.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I also heard Mr. Popo was an allegory for racism, but it was never a thing, actually.
Oh
yeah.
God.
It's crazy how anybody
It's-
black in any show ever just means
You know what's
racism.
funny? Mr. Popo is a better character than half of the characters
even
in
think-
any of the video games that Sweet Baby Inc. is attached to. You know what I
I
mean?
don't even think Mr. Popo is human. He has like elf.
No, he's a
I always
genius.
thought he was just some
Mr.
kind of.
Popo didn't grow tits and long hair and say, "I just move shit with my mind." Ha-ha.
Mr. Popo is
you
what we
must
call
be
the police
the,
here.
Oh, God.
related to that.
Strider, remember, that's something she does now. She can totally do that.
Well, before
What
we
else
do
we got
this,
on the docket, Iron?
introducing everyone, Jack. How about you? Let's start with you, Jack. How are you?
Hello, I'm JackTarLad.
Cheerio.
Yeah, no, I'm all right,
Jack.
mate. Yeah, I'm doing
Hi,
well. Yeah,
Jack.
I've had a bit of an internet problems lately, so I'm trying to
I was
work on a
gonna
new
say,
ISP. But they've been all right today.
I didn't remember seeing your commercial stream that I looked
Yeah, I didn't get to do it. I
Actually-
didn't get to do my other stream on Tuesday either. My Legacy of Kane stream. It's just been really intermittent and shit. Yeah, it's gay dick touch.
Yeah.
It might even cut out tonight. Who knows?
for. I hope not.
Here's hoping.
Place,
Yeah,
place your
me
bets
too.
now.
Me too, Iron. I love you too, mate. I want to be here too.
No, I'm serious. I did. It was kind of sucked not having those the game streams or the commercial streams to watch while I'm at work, trying to salvage what's left of my soul because I have a regular 9 to 5, and
How
I
can
do
you-
this.
How can you watch stuff and do work, man? Like I couldn't multi. Oh yeah, you don't have to. Never mind.
You don't listen to music or listen to some kind of audiobook while you work, Diesel?
No.
No.
That's fine.
I like to put on in the
Well, my
background
job
sometime like
involved
a
like
10-hour.
working for a call center. It's not like you can listen to other shit when you're talking to people on the phone.
Well,
my
that's the
job-
thing.
I like
I don't
Yeah.
I like to
actually-
put on like a 10-hour listening of leftists crying and screaming. It
This
just
whole
soothes
week,
me.
then.
Just
Yeah.
soothes me.
Remember, a white lady who was a nose ring in her nose. Pixie.
Oh wait, hold that thought. Okay.
Wait a minute. I was vanished. I'm gone.
We're not there, MSK.
Dang it.
We'll get there.
No
We'll get
spoilers.
there.
Jack Lard, how big is your dick?
It's about 8 inches, I think. Last time I
Okay, so
checked.
we're about the same. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just asking for a friend.
No, he said
Yeah.
inches, not millimeters.
Remember, it's good to have dreams, delusions.
I've always satisfied any woman I've been with, so they always come back for more.
that number
Were
would
they
be zero.
paid to say that?
I generally can't go balls deep with the majority of women that I've been with. So
Like,
Okay, back to Sweet Baby Inc. people.
What?
All right.
Hell of a
Thank you.
segue.
I'm
On,
saying,
this is her first appearance on the Weekly Rogues Gallery. Hopefully not her last. Jess, aka Moxie Dame, aka Surly Durly, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing just dandy. Thanks for having me. First time on this one, huh?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've
Yeah.
been watching. I kind of feel like I've been on
I know,
already,
and
but
I appreciate
you know, just lurking. You know,
Lurking.
raising
No,
Cain in the chat.
Nothing.
And we
Watching,
drag you to
looking.
the light now.
Raising hell.
she told me how many
I
kids
enjoy
have.
doing this for my 68, formerly 70 subscribers that I have, and to the 2 that unsubscribed, fuck you.
Actually, wait.
they were probably
say that you're back to
unsubscribed by
70?
YouTube.
Iron. I replaced
Oh,
one
I'm
of
back
them
to
today.
70.
I-
Welcome
You're back. No, you're supposed to be at 6'9". Why are you not at 6'9"? What the hell?
I replaced one of them. I subscribed today. So
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Today.
Nine for 69.
Okay.
All right.
Well, there's still somebody that went to the trouble to subscribe, then unsubscribe, and
When you get
to that
bigger-
person, go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
When you get bigger, people will actually like your video, and then when you go back and check it later on the day, they'll actually take their likes away.
One of my favorite things is someone will write a paragraph comment about how great your video was, but just because you don't upload for like a week, they unsubscribe, and then that whole paragraph comment they left vanishes with them.
Aw.
It's like,
well, the trick is then just not upload anything for a very long time in between. That way, no one has any high expectations of anything you do.
Right.
That's my.
That's what I do.
Ending your streams months ago and then like not starting them back.
Oh no,
because, you're a pile of shit.
You have a personal life outside this YouTube thing, and you're not catering to my feelings. Well, fuck you. Unsubscribe.
You got to make.
That's kind of how I felt about
the.
the autonomous zone, Jess. You just stopped doing it, and I was like,
yeah, what was that about?
I need
do I
that
do?
fix. I need that fix.
That wasn't my call.
No,
I
I
wasn't
know.
in charge of that program, so.
That's
Yeah,
why
I know.
follow Fertenga. He gives
People-
me he gives me all the salt I need.
Seems like a likely excuse. Well, let's see. I'm going to go right here next to me to Nemesystemic because this is going to be your last show for quite a while, isn't it?
What?
Yeah, I'll be gone for the next 10 weeks.
Apps in the chat.
I'll be back though. Well, everyone, I'm Nemesystemic, creative disaster, failure savant. Just here to have a good time with my buddies and hopefully make some music to show you when I get back.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that'll
Can't
be
wait.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Do you know
that's
where
kind
they're
of-
placing you in federal hiding?
What's that?
Do you know where they're placing you in federal hiding?
You see, that kind of ruins the whole Marshall Federal Witness Protection Program.
ya.
So I wish I could tell you, Jack, but I'm not gonna. I
British.
don't
I
wanna see
nearly
your
got
mob
him. I
buddies.
thought it'd work.
I know you're just looking to cash in on the mob bounty. All right, so
Oh shit.
All right. But
All right, give me
when
a
you do, you can always come back once you have a way out. You see, we've got a lot to deal with here. I apologize for the background.
oh, it's fine.
Selena.
Poor little pupper.
Leggings aren't pants,
Yeah.
Selena. Oh my god. Tell her that. Don't she's in your room.
Hands are
Tell
prison.
her what?
Leggings
Don't
are
touch the
not
leggings.
pants. What the heck? I'm just saying.
We're in our home. It doesn't. She doesn't even have to wear pants. As far as I'm
I don't
concerned.
even know about that. I don't even know about that.
Who are a modest?
How do you know I'm wearing pants?
You know what?
You're
Dude,
gonna stand up?
I hope you're not.
Okay.
Iron's just sitting there in that
It's your
chair.
own channel, aren't you?
Iron's just sitting in that chair hosting this podcast with his dong out and everything, and we'll never know.
I like the breeze on my balls.
Like this.
No drunken people that have actually done that.
I'm just saying.
Oh
like a
yeah, I think I know.
traditional-
I know a couple of people who might have done
Dude,
it.
if I could sit at my house and work from home and make phone calls and nobody saw my face, I wouldn't be wearing pants either.
Why?
You remember
just saying.
Garrett never wore a pair of pants ever back in
He never ever wears
Garrett
pants.
never wore pants ever, man.
Not on stream. Not like
Nope.
on normal world he might, but like on his
yeah,
own
on
stream,
normal
he's
world he
always
wears
just in
pants. Every time
boxers.
all he would do was wear
Hey, Bland,
I've been to 3 meetups total, all 3 the ones in Vegas. So I've interacted with Quarter Black Garrett 3 times. On none of those occasions was he wearing pants. He had shorts on,
Yes.
but he wasn't, wearing pants like a grown man usually does.
No,
They
he would stream in boxers. I'm surprised he's probably wearing boxers when he was on Crowder, man.
You never know.
Red Strider, how's your week going, man?
Doing okay. Just dropped a 45-minute long breakdown of the whole Sweet Baby Inc. bullshit. It's mostly a rant, but I'm just starting to get into it. There's no real structure to it. I'm just talking. Got a Dune.
Hey, Nick or Kate,
I love it. That's awesome.
Hold on.
you know, 45 minutes is nothing.
I'm actually kind of proud that I didn't really. I'm probably repeating myself. Oh god. Oh god. Demonetized. Oh, the
Well,
horror.
I had to. MSP said we need to race swap me. So
Hell,
Po.
There's our
Oh my God.
diversity. Got it.
There you go.
Other than that,
Change
I don't
out
see anything
red
wrong
ones
with
anyway.
that character.
not at all.
I
It's
never
actually
did.
can't
based
believe
off
that
of
no
James
one-
For that
Dean.
matter, from Pokemon. Remember the same idiots who think that,
Mhm.
that Mr. Popo is racist are the same idiots who said Jinx is blackface. Like, no, bitch.
Jinx,
None
yeah.
of us thought that, but
It
you.
was Jinx, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Popo's
Can't
actually
wait for
based off
Vagabundo
the
to get here. He's
Disney.
got a lot of thoughts on the subject.
Good.
I can't believe that out of all of the stuff that's been going on about Sweet Baby, no one has used the tagline "Sweet Baby Stink" yet.
Oh yeah, they have.
No, I've not seen it.
Everybody's-
And if I
once.
haven't
Oh,
seen
you're
it, then
gonna
it hasn't
get this
happened.
Okay, you're just fucking with us. There's not a
I
whole
know,
lot of insults to turn that into.
This is one thing, Jack. He'll tell you a joke that in purposely to make you feel stupid for not giving it time. And mission is usually
I
accomplished.
don't try to do that; it just happens.
You just did it again. You just called me a retard without having to call me a retard. But it was also delightful. Thank you.
Oh wait, so wait, who's next? Nate, right? Nate?
No,
Let's see.
Strider?
Yeah, why not Nate?
He's the youngest here. He's like a baby compared to all of us. He's like 22.
I'm 25. You
Oh my god!
I don't even remember being
You're
25.
You old man.
I could be your
I
dad,
don't either.
man.
I think around 22 is when I hit blackout period, and that didn't end until about 34.
I would never want MSK to be my dad. Just saying.
Well, black people don't have dads anyway, so we're already ahead of the curve there.
I would have to probably.
Don't make a cigarette joke. Don't make a cigarette joke.
What's going on? What's going on with you?
Nothing. Still trying to balance my new job with everything that I do on here. I'm behind on a few reviews, but I'm working on catching up to them. I'm starting to slowly get back into streaming games again. I actually got plans to play Silent Hill, the short message, live on stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I've been hearing nothing but good things about it, and have been staying away from spoilers. So, kind of curious to see what the fuss is about. But other than that, just trying to catch up on videos and just being me.
That's the thing. Other than streaming's easy, just doing this because it's just hanging out with friends. As far as I'm concerned, is bullshitting. But trying to when I try to make any video, that is the hardest shit, and I give up constantly.
Yeah.
Like
We'll
I'll do the
stream
thumbnail,
it.
I'll record a few things, hate the way it looks or sounds, and then just get drunk and go punch drywall.
Well, when I'm streaming games, I mean, it's literally because all my settings are already saved, so I really don't have to edit anything. I basically just have to boot up my computer, press a button, and talk into a mic. That's it. It's really simple. Like you said, when you're editing videos and having to film them, and you're constantly trying to get it, right on the point where you want it. It can be difficult sometimes.
Editing's fun if as long as I'm not looking at my stupid fucking face the whole time.
That's the problem. You have to.
I'll do it. I'll do it for free. I've offered to help out anybody that wants it. But trying to edit my own shit, I'm like, no.
Dude, there's been plenty of times where I'm editing my videos and I'm watching because, like I said, I think I've said it before. My 5-minute reviews usually take like maybe 20 minutes to film. So I'm sitting there. Did you guys just have an internet blackout? What the hell was that?
No,
you have the internet blackout.
Yeah,
you sound like Mr. Krabs. Good lord.
Yeah, it might have been me. But yeah, my
boy.
usually take about 20 minutes to film. So that 5-minute clip, yeah. Sometimes I'll be editing it. I'm just like, why the fuck did I say that? Why do I sound like this? Sometimes.
Nice.
Oh god.
Oh my
Nice.
stars! Oh good heavens! Egad.
Well, we have to ask this fine black gentleman what he's been doing all week. Diesel, how are you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
He's like, I'm
Show
good.
us your shirt. And I don't mean on the floor.
Oh.
What? Whoa,
Show
hey.
us your shirt, Diesel.
You what?
Show us your shirt.
Your shirt.
Damn.
Nice.
That goes
That was-
hard, man.
Now
Next,
that-
Rich was like, now just lift it up a little bit so we can see how good the inside is.
Yeah.
Looks
If you're gonna make it in Hollywood, you're gonna have to show a little bit of skin
Hey,
sometimes.
that's what Harvey. I'm saying. That's what Harvey Weinstein did. If you you want to start a video, that's like a dick.
Check out this big couch in my office. I just keep it here for reasons. Never
Casting
mind the
couch?
stain over there. Yes, that's exactly what I'm
That's a
referring
Black
casting
couch, white walls.
There's actually
I've
been
seen
a
this
lot of
before.
recent news about different allegations going on.
Oh yeah,
It's like now it's a bunch of guys coming out.
yeah. P Diddy
from-
going to the bathhouse.
Oh,
when he
yeah.
had a-
Yeah. That guy. That's.
I'm talking about like the kid from Josh and Drake. There's a
Yeah.
stand-up.
Oh yeah, I
comedian.
just saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of.
I used to watch that show with my daughter, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
Well,
run that.
there's a
memory
reason
for you.
why he fell off and Josh didn't.
Yeah, Josh was just an Oppenheimer, wasn't he?
Was he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Did that-
Yeah, one of them was.
Yeah,
He
no,
had a
Josh
little bit
had
of
a
a big
very
part, yeah.
successful career. Drake, fucking hell. After the show, he completely fucking fell off. Like
No,
he
no
got into
Mhm.
drugs. He was kicked out of the industry and all that shit. He basically was like a freaking what's his nuts?
What's his
Shia
name?
LaBeouf.
Corey Feldman.
Corey
Haim.
Corey Bellman. Yeah.
Corey Haim.
Or Corey.
You
I was
never
gonna
say I was going to say
Any
Jake
given
Lloyd.
All-Star. Like, oh yeah, him too.
I was gonna say Mitchell Musso.
We bullied that dude into alcoholism.
The sad thing about Corey Haim is he was actually the better actor of the two Corys from the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a
But-
documentary sort of thing on YouTube the other day about like someone who's actually been a fan of Corey Feldman for quite some time, and it was all about him not even being able to defend Corey Feldman anymore because it's just got so bad. Like it's just that the whole shtick has got so cringy and horrible, and the music that he's making, it just sounds like
What is the shtick,
fucking
man?
Blur.
I don't.
It's Michael Jackson in it. That's all it is. It's just Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I was working at the Hard Rock casino here for a short period of time when I was in between jobs, so it was a quick job to get. And they were I got free tickets and we almost went, but
you still couldn't bring yourself to do it. Free tickets and you still couldn't bring yourself
Hey,
to
what
do it.
would be worse, like Corey Feldman's band or Steven Seagal's band? Which one would be worse, man?
Yoko Ono beats them all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like seriously, man. I'd like want to. That makes me want to take an ice pick to your eardrum. You know,
Steven Seagal is just a delusional moron, so I don't think he's as bad.
Which one would be more entertaining?
Vagabond.
It's the Vagabond. How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
all right, we got a full
just got off
full
work.
roster here now.
If I need to leave for anybody else,
Yeah,
that's
and
cool. I'll
Diesel,
just
I
back.
work in
If anything, I should leave. I'm not even supposed to be here.
No, you're fine.
Less
You're
white people
not
better.
supposed to be
Oh, I'm
here,
sorry.
mate. Everyone has a purpose. You'll
what
find
was you
yours,
saying,
don't worry.
dude? You work at what?
Didn't you know I have no purpose? I'm just kidding.
You do. You definitely do.
Oh,
God has a plan
I
for
wear
you,
two
mate.
headphones when I work, so I watch streams at the same time while I'm working or whatever.
Man, I can't even. Man, that's way too much multitasking for me. I can't even. If I'm talking to somebody on the phone and I'm writing, if I'm typing something different, I start typing when I'm talking to the person on the phone about. I don't know what in the hell's going on, man.
Dude,
I'll start telling them what I'm typing, and they're just, "What the hell are you talking about, man?" It's like,
Dude, I'm on a
damaged
forklift
all that
moving
part.
I'm on a forklift moving beer all day, and all I do is listen to audiobooks. Like I'll pick a book that probably takes about maybe 7 hours to read, and that's my listen for the day.
You should read Dune. It'll make the day go by so slowly.
Dude, I just finished listening to the Percy Jackson books all over again, and now I've moved on to the Heroes of Olympus books.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can we all
I am gonna
agree
say-
that like listening to books is not really reading them?
I would.
I've read these books. I've read these books in my hands before, so
This is actually a good debate.
It is
because
more
I've
of a
heard-
radio play.
always wanted to have
I
this
agree
debate.
with you. It is more of a radio play. It's not the same as reading the book.
and there something happens in your brain differently when you're actually reading it. Like
Yeah, you
I
actually
can remember
retain more
things
of
much
the
more
knowledge.
clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I've read it, the visuals in my head are completely different. That's why I like to read something first, like, and then just replay the audio books. I already know what's happening. It's not fucking anything up. But I tried doing that the other way around. Didn't work out too well.
I was gonna say, if you tried to read Dune while you were driving a forklift, man, you'd kill somebody. That book is that's a hard read, bro.
Challenging.
Speaking of books,
Jabalooed into the
Especially if you're masturbating at the same time.
We got to take a time to.
That's implied, Jack.
Yo, we got to take a time to. You got Rogue Attraction in the chat.
Hey.
Yes. Yes.
Hello, mate.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm terrible at. I'm new at this shit, man. So if I miss anybody's checks, I'm sorry. Oh, Rogue Attraction, there you are. In fact,
I would open up.
Books are like vegan meat.
Beyond books.
Beyond books.
I would open up the browser to check the chat, but I'm afraid my computer is going to have another stroke if I get any other media going other than this right here. It's going to just go blue screen and go.
I mean, I still read physical books. I just finished C.S. Johnson's book, the first one in her series. I just finished it the other day.
Reading books is for white people.
Shut your whore mouth. It's a good read.
Hey, and on to that.
Haven't we?
Hi, MSK.
Hi.
Oh yeah, speaking of white people, MSK, how are you?
Well, life could be better. I'll say. I had the pleasure of listening to Mark Wade speak again, and I about damn near went into my kitchen, grabbed a knife, and about did the Michael Myers to myself. Bruh.
Oh, damn.
Holy shit.
I mean, listening to Mark Wade, that is an understandable reaction.
Yeah. Dune is, I said this last week, I'm gonna say it again. Dune is overrated. Whatever that movie, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Can we
to me.
boot him out of here?
Kick him.
Get him out of here.
I'm just waiting for the excuse to it.
Saying, I'd rather actually go and eat pizza than watch that slow burn, boring movie ever again. People don't know.
Me and Vagabond are about to go back to back crane style on this motherfucker.
I'm with you, MSK. I'm with you.
I agree with him, actually.
No one, people said they're comparing it to Star Wars. All right. So, everyone always says, May the Force. People said, May the Force be with you. Cool. Who's going to be saying, May the Spice be with you 30 years from now?
Nobody says that in the movie.
But they have spice.
Shot Lisa and
that's not a line.
Killing the people in the galaxy.
No one's going to be taught, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's not for me, and it's definitely I'm good. But no one's about to be comparing this to Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. It's like someone reaching. It's like that big tall guy putting his hand on that one dude's face trying to hit him like this. It's no, Dune's never gonna be on those.
No, wait, MSK. Have you actually seen both movies?
I've only seen the newest one that came out in 2021, but the Denis Villeneuve.
Okay, so you haven't seen both.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I didn't want to sit there.
What my next question was going to be, if not, okay, you can't get into the story. Not every story just catches people the right way, but you can always look at something like I don't give a fuck about. I thought Avatar's story was just fucking tired. It was just the same.
Only watched dancing so many times.
But I couldn't deny that the way they did everything, it was shot beautifully. This and that.
You talking about the James Cameron Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt the same way about that movie too. That movie's also that's just basically Pocahontas with blue people.
Yeah.
That's a different caliber than Dune, though. Dune, actually has some intelligence attached to it. Avatar really doesn't.
Dune is like watching paint.
It's based on what's. I'm sorry, it's considered one of the greatest pieces of science fiction literature of all time.
And it is. And everybody, Star Wars, Star Trek, Dune,
like fucking everyone.
XX Pussy Destroyer on Twitter does not count as an opinion.
Dune crawled so Star Wars could run, buddy.
No, Star Wars made the universe
Star Wars,
Without Dune, we would not have Game of Thrones.
Do we really need Game of Thrones? That's also overrated too.
What?
Oh, you know what? You're overrated, right, man? Everything because I'm edgy.
I'm not.
Here's the thing. Having read the book, I loved both movies. The movies definitely made it the dense, kind of somewhat outdated thematic elements of the book. I will admit, I enjoyed the book. It was kind of tedious at times to get through, but Star Wars kind of refined it. Star Trek kind of refined it. Game of Thrones kind of refined it. Made them a little bit more. I'm just saying, it made it a little bit more palatable, but Dune is a definitely. Here's the thing. That movie is actually pretty good. The dog survives to the end. David
I know.
Did not do the edgy thing and kill the dog. The dog survives to the end, and I love that. I love it. I love that movie.
I love the fact that Jean-Luc Picard is Gurney Halleck. So yeah,
hair too. That's freaking me out.
Let's not forget that dog was a pioneer for drug sniffing in the far off future. You would not be able to smuggle spice off of freaking Arrakis without that little dog there.
You kidding? That little pug was wasted on spice, man.
That's all I'm bringing up. Hey, I'm not trying to. Hey, this is my opinions. I'm just saying.
No one talks.
I'll just bring it up. No one talks about Dune until that second movie came out. The conversation was dead on that first movie because there's none to talk about.
I disagree. There were a lot of people talking about the first one when it came out.
How many people? No one could even tell me the main character's name.
The first
Who's the
one.
main character's name?
Paul Atreides, Duke, Gurney Halleck.
Jessica,
His
Lady
name
Jessica.
is literally
Duncan,
Paul.
Idaho, Baron Harkonnen.
You remember those? I didn't. I was seeing
yes.
paint dry. I was.
See,
probably because you're tough and so
I
much.
was not
You see, when you
familiar
read
with
the
Dune.
book, you retain more knowledge.
Yeah,
Just
and
talking
also-
about that.
And also,
I think he's eating too many paint chips. That's his problem.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with Dune, so I watched
Too
Dune 1
many
and 2 the
crayons
same
up
day.
the nose.
Yeah, so I watched Dune Part 2 Saturday, and then later that night I watched Part 1 again just to get me into the mood for my IMAX showing on Sunday, and it's better actually. It's better
Hey,
that way.
send Tiny a link. Tiny's here.
Oh, was Tiny the one trying to join? I have a full boat. Who wants to? Who's got something else to do?
I'm just gonna take care of the babies and moderate and try to.
You ain't got to,
take care
Selena.
of the
I'll
child.
go.
No, really, I'm
love.
good. I gotta take
Time-
care of him, you guys. It's been a
Oh yeah,
Actually,
poor doggo.
He's not doing too good.
He keeps crying. I just gotta I literally have to lay here and scratch his head and just take
He
care
needs
of him.
mom.
so-
He needs mama right now.
Wait, hold on.
does.
But Tiny is Jewish.
Oh, stop.
We love you,
Sorry.
Selena and Thor. Good to see you, Selena.
Thank you. I love
Yeah,
you
you
guys.
look
You guys have
you look
fun.
you look nice tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As always.
You look
So-
nice every night.
Yeah, as always.
Yeah, there you
yeah.
go. There you go. You look
There you go,
nice
Iron.
every night. There you
Is
go.
iron turning red right there? What the hell is that? No, I'm just kidding.
Red, I don't turn red.
It must be the lighting. I could have swore you're right there.
Oh.
There. It's doing it again. It's doing it
The
again.
So the rogue
Beautiful color of
attraction.
beetroot.
He is a Frenchie.
Oh.
Yes, his name is Thor. He's 1 year old and he's not doing very good right now. But yeah,
think
he's a Frenchie.
I believe he has a sprained
Thor.
paw, doesn't he?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Poor doggo. with
We're hoping that's all it is.
Get that
We're gonna
off
kind of
me.
wait things out and see what happens. So.
Hide behind the
Get that
cover,
off
Selena.
me.
Wait, what? All of a sudden.
Don't say it.
Oh, that. Oh shit! Now it's just me. Hold on.
That's right.
Iron's like
Surprise,
911
motherfucker.
There we go.
Iron said 911 emergency.
All right,
There's a
now,
handsome guy
now
in
we
my
all
house.
need to get into a 6-point
Okay.
star formation and
Yes.
begin chanting in order to summon the team.
There's a lot of dudes in
Tell
here.
Tiny she can rejoin if you're watching
There's
because
only,
I saw somebody was waiting to come back
there's
in.
only one lady in here. Doesn't she love her sausage fest? Actually,
No, Tiny's like the Deadites from Evil Dead. You have to start playing a crazy
know what we
mixtape to
could
summon
do
her.
Is like one day just make all our backgrounds be like Power Ranger ships or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Just gotta cut out the background for the freaking Megazord cockpit.
Should have all done
There
it.
we
Should have all done Dragon Ball Z.
Hi, gal.
Who?
Hello,
Hello,
gal.
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 Or should I say
Gal.
Shigo, if that's what you're going for?
It should be. Gal.
Great first episode of Cooking the Books the other
Yes.
night, by the way, gal.
Enjoyed it immensely.
Thank
Hey.
you.
Yeah, you should have wore a bikini like I asked.
No, go fuck yourself.
Damn it.
Do you mind if one of these days I do that, but just for another type of book on a different night that's not yours? Do you mind if I steal
No.
your idea?
No.
I don't
Okay.
mind at all. It's
Okay.
not mine.
There are other people doing what she's
I was
doing on
gonna
the
say
internet.
I don't
Okay,
think
I don't
that's
know, so that would be.
read.
Yeah.
That's how
I
you.
like that idea. I like the idea of reading some of my favorite books to people. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Can you read it butt naked?
Shut the fuck up,
Me?
MSK.
What's the scene
The
read?
only reason I came up with it is because
He was asking Red Strider. Let's be serious.
well,
That wasn't.
Yeah.
I will not do it butt
Oh.
naked for less than $50.
All right.
Less than
Incidentally, I think that
I'm
because it's
very cheap.
International Women's Day, that everyone should get topless and show their tits.
oh, I need to show my tits for Diesel.
Hey, thank you, Rogue Attraction. We
Whoa.
appreciate it.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Someone's going to clip that out of
Freeze up
context
force.
now.
He's not gonna pay attention.
buddy.
No,
You don't-
nothing.
Hashtag Legion of Memers.
I like this shirt.
No.
You don't show
Oh,
your
that's
tits
cool.
for me.
Oh, hold on.
I told him I'd wear it if he was.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That's
Damn, cool.
awesome.
Awesome.
Hey, girl, you single tonight?
Actually, that makes some easy cosplay too.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's why I was
right.
like really happy when I lost the weight so I could actually fit into it.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
good
what I'm
on
talking
you.
about. I wore mine, yeah.
boobs.
Who
All you
has
see
the
is
pointy
just
shoes?
boobs.
All right, so it says I have one more person waiting to join. Is that Tiny?
I think
Yeah,
so.
that.
Yeah,
I think
it
that's
probably
probably
is.
Tiny.
Like I said, I'll go ahead and dip out. It's not a big deal.
It's nothing personal. All joking aside, I've had a chance to have you on yet. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody
Yeah.
at least one chance. I didn't know I could ask everybody I knew, and everybody would say, yeah. I thought I'd get like five generous people to say maybe when we feel like it.
What's the max of
You guys
StreamYard?
are fucking awesome.
Dude, you underestimate yourself. There's a lot of people here that really love hanging out with you, man.
That sounds
No,
gay.
I don't think that's true at all. So
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Right.
Hey,
To hang out
Jess
with
shut
you.
down the shit show, so I had a free Friday night.
Yeah, well.
You ruined all the
I got
fun,
nothing.
Jess.
I didn't mean to kick you out. Like anyway, do you got anything coming up before you bounce? And if you want to come back in a little later, as people start filtering out, you're more than welcome to come back, Ben.
Well, I have to finish a review for a movie that I saw in January.
A
And
little tardy on that.
dude, my work has just been yanking me left and right with my schedule. Like they finally got me in a place where my schedule is concrete. It's done. It's not changing anymore. So
Don't feel too bad. I still need to do my review on the Cheesa.
well,
Lord,
luckily it's not. Luckily, it's not like 2023 where I'm so behind that there's no possible way for me to catch up. So I got to do that one. I got to still got to review more things. Got to review Madam Web, and then I think I'm gonna go see Dune Part 2.
You said you were seeing a girl. That's why your reviews were delayed.
Gal, what is that glowing behind you? Is that like a Shenron thing?
This?
No,
Yeah.
other side.
I think it's the
That's
Gina
Gina.
Carano. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I couldn't tell right there. I
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
at something and look, man, I'm seeing Dragon Ball stuff everywhere, man.
But
Yeah, I still need to get the light for my poster.
but
This
I gotta
right
get-
here is Vegeta.
Oh, cool.
oh, okay.
I would've
Awesome.
ordered something
Yeah,
else.
let's go.
But
Oh, and Nate, if you're going to be on MSKs later, I'll see you over there later too, dude.
yeah, I got
Yeah, I'll
like
see
I
you there,
said,
too.
I got to do those reviews. I might just go ahead and go stream since I'm leaving here. But yeah,
And
I
then
should
Diesel ran away, but
I should be
Thank
on
you.
MSK stream tomorrow night.
No way,
actually.
no way.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
Diesel.
I'm going to go ahead and let Tiny jump in, and I'll talk to you later, bud.
Cool.
All right.
All right, Nate.
Bye,
I-
Nate.
All right,
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Later,
See you,
dude.
mate. Love you.
Yeah.
See you guys.
See, I have this
Oh,
SH Figure Arts Goku,
Yeah.
so that he can be grabbed by the hair.
I got
Oh,
the
by
same
this
figure.
roided up mother.
Nice.
Oh shit.
See, and then here's my Vegeta.
Oh, fuck you guys. Just a couple
Totally
years ago,
different
I sold all of my Dragon Ball. I had the old
What?
Super Bowl collection from the 90s.
Oh! I remember
Sold 'em all.
seeing those.
I can't
So-
go grab it, but I have something
so-
for Dragon Ball. Yeah.
Here's the funny thing. So on my property, so whoever owned my property before me lived from San Diego, so I found like San Diego Charger shit. I mean, all the way in here in Georgia.
Oh, that's cool.
So remember, but the other thing I dug up in the yard was okay.
Body.
Remember the Burger King Dragon Ball Z like statues? I got the little
Yeah. Oh, they have
Yeah.
Burger King statues?
yeah, I got the Vegeta one here. It's outside in the rain or whatever, but like it's so I found that because I already got one back in my storage in Cali. I got a bunch of those from what was it, Burger King. I was like, oh snap, I know what this is.
Man, back
Yeah.
dude, Dragon Ball Z was so big. I used to buy a magazine called Dragon Ball Z Magazine in like 2000 and 2001, dude, just to find out some info on that because it was like that was before like, the internet was going on and whatnot, man. But like, I remember I downloaded the Broly movie because I saw like a little gif of Broly and I was like, who is this big roided up Super Saiyan that just beat the shit out of Vegeta? I was like, that's badass.
Hands
So
down,
like
my
I
favorite
downloaded,
movie is,
I took a weekend, damn near a weekend with a dial-up connection and downloaded a bad sub version of the Broly movie, man, like off of Kazaya, if you remember that. It was
Oh,
after
shit.
NAS
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you could actually get videos and stuff.
see, my favorite movie's Tree of Might.
Oh, Tree of Mind is pretty good, man.
Man, you'll see Vic Mignogna's tribute.
My favorite
pretty
one
great.
was Cooler's
He's
Revenge.
the only one. He's the only one I saw actually make a tribute. You didn't see freaking Rial or Marchi or
Oh,
any
the
of them
the
do it.
lady,
Nope.
the lady
Vic
who
Mignogna did it with the
voices,
minutes.
the lady who voices Goku in the sub.
Yeah,
she
she
did a great job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see the? I know y'all saw the thing where Ichiro Oda and
oh god, that
Yeah.
was beautiful. It made me cry.
God damn.
Go figure. The nastiest people from Funimation completely just ignore.
Well,
of course they do. They're scumbags.
I mean, without him, yeah, he
the man who is solely responsible for their fucking careers.
I know, right? That douchebag that does Goku, that guy's a P. I can't stand him.
See, it pisses me off because Chris Sabat, like, he was cool in person. I got his autograph for Vegeta and Piccolo and shit. Like,
yeah,
he was cool, but he just sat back and didn't say shit. Pissed me off so much.
Oh, and no, who's Sean Schimmel? He's a
Never meet your heroes.
He hated on Vic. He hated Vic Mignogna, man, because, and this is what I heard. He was talking about, like, he didn't like the fact that he was a Christian talking to people because his dad something or another when he was a kid or some kind of nonsense or whatever. I don't know. He's a douche. It's like I can't listen to that Funimation crew anymore. They've ruined it for me since they're such douchebags, man.
Yeah, I got to beat Vic at the Orlando meetup in 2022.
Cool.
Nice.
I get to meet. He comes to Anime Matsuri every year, and I got to meet him last year.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it to the Dallas Expo, and then side note, I'm trying to make my last day at work be the day before the Vegas meetup.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to I'm timing my 2-week notice, so then the last day is like, okay, I'm out of here, and then I fly to Vegas, meet you all there, and then fly back out here.
Kick ass.
You and I got to do a road trip sometime, Vagabond, man. We'll have to do it like Fear and Loathing. Well, no, wait. Not Fear and Loathing style, man. We don't need to be doing all those drugs. Or some of them in Mississippi when the drugs begin to take hold.
Fly to Georgia or Alabama, wherever the hell you guys are, just for that road trip.
Hey, I mean, pick me up in Houston, and we'll take my.
Yeah, we could have a meetup in the South, like down south.
That'd be awesome.
Could you take a detour to Birmingham in UK and like pick me up?
Like, you're kind of leaving Jack out of that.
We'll go to Birmingham, Alabama. We'll be like, where's Jack?
Or here's what we could do.
Jack's like fucking American.
I thought he was up the road, man. What the hell? I thought he talked.
You know what? It would be actually hilarious if we all found out Jack really does live in
Birmingham, Alabama.
Fuck you, cruise this whole time.
Like, no, here's what we could do is, like, maybe in the future, like, I start from Georgia or Florida or whatever, I drive, and like along the the great road trip, I'm like picking up everyone along the way.
Yeah.
So last stop would be like San Diego or some shit.
I would drive over from Tallahassee to join you on it if it weren't for the fact I'm going to be in Iowa during the whole time. So
yeah, because like Vagabond is not that far from me, man. I was talking before, and I get excited, man. I'll be drinking some coffee, and I'll be like, yeah, let's do this later on, and then I'll just be like, and then like those thoughts that I have in my brain, they'll just like leave.
How does this play out though? Is it like a clown car or is it like an Indian train?
The only way to travel.
Is it like is it clown car where everybody goes into the car, like everybody comes out one by one, or is it like an Indian train where everyone's like sitting around the outside of it and on top of it?
Cal can lead the convoy.
I believe Vagabond needs to have people driving him around. You know, like the dude in Predator 2. Like the Jamaican dude where they were all smoking weed and like all the dreadlocks and everything, and like Danny Glover gets out and he's
Big
like,
Willie, is it?
Y'all need to cut down a little bit, man.
The character's name Big Willie or something like that.
Yeah, Big Willie. That's right. Big Willie.
Why not?
Like, shoot, we could even do a trip down to South America so I can get some coca leaves.
He's been in the basement all morning chewing coca leaves.
We're just collecting. We're just collecting tree trimmings down south, sir. Don't mind it.
Man, that's my favorite tea on earth. Sorry for all the people who are like straight edge or something like that.
You see, the irony of it is you would go south of the border and not a single one of you would be able to get back over, but there are thousands of other people who can just walk over the border right now. But you would be all the ones who got stopped.
Man, I almost got tased in secondary one time, and like I'm literally like, I mean, it's a 3-day story. I think I told one of you guys before, but
you told me when you were here in San Diego.
Yeah. I told Tiny. So I got to meet up with Tiny in San Diego and everything too. But I almost got tased at the border. I'm like after almost going to jail in Mexico, which that's another trip, and then I waited. I'm at the border.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, like I almost went to jail for some weed in Mexico or whatever. So that was a whole nother story. But like
I've heard that if you keep like $50 on you,
okay, that is
helps.
true. So I got a lot of stories. You just keep $20 bills in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So don't do 50. You keep the 20. And one time I was bringing one of my friend down to the clubs down in Tijuana, and the Mexican border was going to deport us back to the United States because he didn't have a passport. And so like he took us to his back room to like strip search us and everything. And then he was like, all right, like either I can let you guys go, or if you guys have no money. I was like, I got a 20 right here. And so I give the guy like a $20 bill. He's like, all right, you can go into Mexico. Like it's literally
well, at least he stripped you down and only asked for money.
Oh man! Well, usually it's like one time I drove my car all the way to Ensenada, Mexico. By the way, I used to work in Mexico, so
what haven't you done?
Man, I do almost everything. Really, it's like
It would not surprise me if he said he gone to space.
Like
he has been to space.
Yeah, like if you haven't had like an actual job, you do all kind of odd jobs. So you like I done roofing, like. I do all kind. I work on my own cars and stuff. Help people with their mechanics or whatever. So it's like I'm pretty much a handyman with everything. But yeah, I parked in red. Literally, the officer like you pull out a $20 bill. He takes the 20. He looks both ways to make sure no one's watching. Puts down your car and he tells you to get going. And that's pretty much it. It's like it's the best form of corruption ever.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Boosh said you probably got to increase that 20 to 50 now with inflation. The American dollar is not worth as much.
Yeah.
Well,
Joe
hey,
Biden's a
Boosh.
great president.
It's like 17 a dollar's like 17 pesos to $1 or something like that.
Oh, hold on. You going out there to Mexico to talk to them tacos, them rapidos? Good lord.
Well, you just go down to Tijuana for a few shots of tequila and shit, don't you? You know what I mean? Have a good time, but you're likely to bump into a copper, and when you bump into a copper, you're gonna have to like get out a $20 bill because he's probably gonna get you on some fake shit just to get you for the $20 bill.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, real quick, since we are going to eventually get to topics, I guess we've done 57 minutes of introductions. Has anybody seen this guy's rant on Sweet Baby?
Oh.
Yeah.
He's black.
I didn't listen. Like I saw it on Twitter, but I didn't hear it.
Oh, it's actually really cool. This guy sums it up pretty good. I figured we would go ahead and give this a listen here real quick. Hold on. Let me make sure I can get the audio working right.
You're almost there. I believe in you.
You could
Me
do
too.
it.
There we go.
All right.
You know what the Sweet Baby Ink stuff has made me realize? They will not stop until there is not one safe space for men to just relax and have fun. Like, they just want to infest every space a man can go to just relax and be themselves. Like the DEI and the ESG bullshit that gets infested into everything, it's also men cannot have a safe haven. Like, we already have to deal with the day-to-day bullshit, the minutia of the real world. Who the fuck wants to jump onto a video game and then have to deal with that as well? Like, they just get into every space and infest it and try to change it and twist it to their narcissistic worldview. Every single space. Like, they literally destroyed the American comic industry. Jumped in and destroyed it. All of our favorite franchises, they've jumped in and destroyed them. And now they look at gaming, the last safe haven for people to just go and have their escapism, and they see that you're having fun and they cannot stand it, and they just want to jump in and take it. And it's infuriating. It's like, it's so annoying. Why would you just want to ruin everybody's fucking experience with everything? Like, we do need to push back against companies like this. These fuckers, they have to go. Like, it has to stop.
They're miserable Marxists.
What's your thoughts on this gentleman's?
Well, let me tell you, historically,
He's definitely black.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
I caught that as well.
Observe
Thus, I had to listen to it a few times just to make sure
Well, he
I
didn't
don't
say
know.
the N word. He didn't say the N word after every single sentence, so he's definitely approved by me. It's good.
Honestly, I was thinking halfway through, what feminist like speech is he reading and just flipping it to say men's spaces instead of women's spaces? Because
That's kind of what. See, that was kind of my problem with it too. And joking aside, it seemed a little just kind of reversed language when it comes to that.
And I figured
isn't that
like
kinda all you
it
have
was
to
going to
do?
be a joke, and that would be the punchline. Is like, oh, this was said by so and so on this date about women, and now it's flip flopped. I was kind of expecting that.
It's
That's, and I'm
Is
not
he
saying
wearing a
that's
rainbow on his top
disingenuous.
as well?
I'm just, you have to kind of be cautious to everything you see on the internet.
He might
especially
be
when
one of them
language is used
followers
now.
of like
I'm
those
pretty
red
sure he
pillars or
was
whatever.
wearing a rainbow on his top.
It looked like a Space Jam like jersey.
No,
Yeah, I
if
think
you
that's
want-
Was it a
it was
rainbow?
Space Jam's jersey.
You
No,
could
it
be
wasn't.
following those red pillars because a lot of those red pillars are just doing
Yeah.
feminist talking points and just flipping it to men, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Indeed.
Like a normal dude was like, "All right, I'm not here for this bullshit. Like, can we just get this shit out of my way? I'm just trying to enjoy games or whatever. I don't care about
Yeah.
men's rights, women's rights. I'm just trying to be my fucking self."
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's-
right. Who,
that was
who,
my
who
problem.
would want to? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, even if this guy's being 100% genuine, my only critique with the arguments he's making is by focusing in on men's spaces and taking things away from it. No, everybody enjoyed this shit before it got ruined for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Female Star Wars fans that, yes, I know this is a big fucking shock, existed well before Rey was ever created for no other reason than to be a stand-in for Kathleen Kennedy. There were female Star Wars fans. There were female comic book fans. There still
Like
are. And guess what? They don't like the way this shit looks either. There are gay comic book fans that don't like fucking gay Iceman.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because
like
it
okay,
ruins the
for
character.
instance, the lady that got X-Men the animated series going and greenlit for TV
boy.
back in the 90s.
Mhm.
That was a female that did that, right?
Yep.
We got
And they kicked her ass out.
She's
then
willing to
we
stake her
got
career on it.
yeah.
Well, but speaking of X-Men, when you go to the Claremont era of X-Men, the best era in existence, him and the other, it was the woman editor, were the two. They were the brains behind the entire operation. So,
but yeah, like you got
yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist written by a woman.
Yeah.
You got
Inuyasha.
You answered them by woman. Yeah.
Dude, what
some
kind?
of
You
the
know
early
something
video
though? Full Metal Alchemist, dude. That's even though it's in the title, that's a middle ass name. No, I'm sorry. When I first time I heard Full Metal Alchemist, I was just picturing.
Let's just take a moment. Let's just take a moment to appreciate that a woman actually comprehended the sense of brotherhood more than any woman today in Western entertainment can comprehend any fucking relationship.
I'm bringing this up because Mark Wade mentioned this in his video yesterday. So I think he said good. He's retarded. He's old. You get dementia and shit. He said the people always are correct. Okay, so look, the Suicide Squad game recently, people were like, I don't want to play that dog shit. I'll just go and play the other better game. So if the industry knows that people are always right and they're always the one that are going to be throwing the money at the thing that they want to support, why are they making this stuff? They wonder why they have no money. Just blows my mind.
BlackRock.
They're out of business now.
They're
Yeah,
getting
like-
BlackRock
Can we
money,
also-
man, and getting social credit score points. They keep
All these-
getting
If they
money
don't
and
do these
incentives from
things,
BlackRock
they don't
and
get
shit.
loans or they get horrible interest rates.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's just crazy because they
By the
know
way-
a lot of people now are more.
Because
in
I
the
mean,
know
it was
what's going
the
on,
head of,
so-
was it the head of BlackRock that said it's about forcing people to
Yeah.
Mind you, following the money is a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, exactly.
right,
Hey,
right.
Can we point out how hilarious
Just like
it is?
all evidence is a conspiracy theory.
Oh, by the way,
Don't
you know how
dare
they
look behind the curtain ever.
you know what they talk about like unachievable body standards. Let me show you something here, man. As soon as I saw this roided up motherfucker right here, man, I was just like, I gotta hit the gym, dude. And I'm still working on that, but I think I'm gonna have to start shooting up HGH into every part of my body, man. But like,
Dude,
See, women see that. Oh, that's the unachievable bodies. I see that, and I'm just like, man, I gotta hit the gym, dude. Look at this.
I swear to God, you go to the hospital again for another hernia.
What's that guy's name? Sam something.
Do what?
What?
Sam Sulek. That's it. Sam Sulek. He's basically achieved Broly status.
That's
Yeah,
like
I'm
I mean,
sure
it's like this.
unnatural.
He's so like he's so look at the damn look at that shit, dude.
Well, here.
His muscles have muscles on top of muscles, dude. I mean, it's
share my.
And back.
I'm gonna share my screen real quick.
and back. He's here. Cool. I tagged that.
And
guy.
Vic, hello, mate.
I don't get it. Even when companies, Warner Brothers literally said the game was a disappointment to them. So like people know now a lot more about what's going on. They're not going to support that shit. I still have no clue why they keep pouring money to these companies, why they keep having them around them. If they want to just fail, fuck it. I just like watching
Because
it.
Just like what he said, the HDI, the loans, the credit score for the interest rates, all that stuff.
The paying customers' money is worth less than the money they're loaned to them from these banks that are now imposing these DEI rules. It's about changing the world, not making money.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to see half naked. How did you know what Diesel was going to pull up, Boosh?
A minute. Have you not seen Magic Mike? What? Magic Mike?
You're only 90% possibly right.
I mean, Barbie, Ken's half naked in that the whole time.
Oh
He's
my
the character in
God.
the movie, but
Can
we also point out how hilarious it is
What a
that
great design.
Suicide Squad's failure is so complete that people
Oh, that's
decided they wanted to play Batman Arkham Knight.
Jesus Christ.
Instead, more people played Arkham Knight than anything else. Not Gotham
Holy
Knights.
shit, he's
Nobody
right.
remembers Gotham Knights.
Yeah, I remember.
Nobody
Yeah.
played Arkham Asylum. Nobody played Arkham City. They would rather go back to the worst of the Arkham trilogy and play Arkham Knight instead of the shitty Borderlands knockoff Suicide Squad game. Can we just acknowledge how funny that is?
If you don't support it,
Oh,
you're a
Nemesis,
racist.
if you want to share something, go ahead, man. Just
Oh,
tell me.
I already did. You already pulled it up. I was just showing Diesel like that body is achievable.
Oh yes.
That body is
Oh yeah, man. That's why I said
Not
I
natural.
need more
Not
HGH, man. Look at the shoulder. Look at the shoulders on this motherfucking drawing.
Why would you want to look like Broly? That's
I don't
Never be
so you
able to
can
get a
look like
shirt
that.
again.
I don't know. I saw it and I was just like, man, he flexes and the difference in air temperature would like crush you from like
Another
like,
example
10 feet
is
away.
With walnuts.
have you seen Baki the grappler?
Oh, Baki Hanma, yeah.
So how many calisthenics people do you see trying to pull off the exercise, the little pose feats that guy does, and with just working out and training? It's like so like it's inspiring for a lot of people. It's like, okay, like I don't look like this, but what can I do this to?
Back, which is not human.
After I got my hip replaced and was getting back into jogging, trying to get in shape, which in your 40s is kind of hard, man. You have to like get crazy. I threw on my Dragon Ball Z. I had like a few of these different shirts, man, and would go out jogging in that shit, thinking, yeah, hell yeah, man, and trying to get fired up when I would like go jog. I did have some lady around here stop me and ask me if it was from Star Wars. That was the closest her brain. That was the closest her brain could come to like looking at me
really
wearing
just wanted to
Saiyan
skip
armor
that
and trying to
question.
figure out what it was. She said, "Is that Star Wars?" I'm just.
Oh my God.
Boosh says he want to look like Fat Roger Boosh.
I'm just bringing it up. Hey,
Those are goals right there.
Like, there was that one lady who had a freaking nose ring, pixie haircut, looked like she shoved meth up her ass. She literally said, "You can't be racist to white people," as she is white herself. You can't make this stuff up, dude.
Good old
Oh.
Alyssa Mercante.
Oh,
Going back to the sweet baby.
Oh, we got an update. We
No,
got
no,
an update. She
not
just
Sweet
posted
Baby.
I don't
one.
know any updates. She blocked me just because I said hot meat kettle.
Yeah.
made an
Oh
update
yeah,
every
yeah.
week.
That lady. That's the one. Is that the one that? Who's the one that it was just like? I gotta thank you for buying me a drink. And then the guy was just like, yeah, only strangers on the internet would buy you a drink because nobody want to get you one in real life.
Sure, I'm sure you did.
Currently,
Get
my
roasted in the comments was the best part of that whole.
She made an update right now. This is what she's doing on social media. Just share my screen.
Please tell me. I'm at 162 likes just for saying pot meat kettle.
She
Which
says,
got me
"All
blind.
right, my little freaks. I'm deleting Twitter for the weekend, and I'm gonna go live in the real world. Friends who know where to find me shall rat. What are the lesbian shit? Whatever the fuck that is. I don't know."
Here's the thing: she's not going to find any fellow travelers in the real world.
Oh,
because
wait, go up to what Drum
I pointed this out in my video. People who think like this, people who think along these kind of identitarian lines, do not think like regular human beings. And I venture to say they are not people because they don't think like normal people do. And I'm not saying you're. Oh God.
It was like an animated
That's lovely. Now this broad here, she strictly did this and has completely directed the hate her direction because she wants to use it to propel her from a nobody senior editor at Kotaku into whatever thing will exist after Kotaku finally goes under, because they're hurting for fucking investments, just like Jezebel did before they went out, just like
what she said
Vice did
right
before they
here.
went out.
Hi, you can't be racist against white people. Thanks for tuning in.
Community noted within 3 hours, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I love that.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god!
Well, what's the argument behind that? Because racism is about power structure and not race. Some commie bullshit.
It's some commie bullshit.
Basically,
it's power.
This is the one she deserves.
The whole thing is like, okay, ignore the actual definition of what racism
really like that one.
which is the hatred based on someone's race, right? So racism is basically hatred based on someone's race, right? That's hands down the definition of racism. So using that definition shows that anyone could be racist if you hate someone based upon their race.
But she's allowed to do it because she's white.
Yeah, let's hear from Jess, man. We've been talking over Jess. You have something to add to our?
No, I was just saying, but they changed the definitions. I mean, that is the definition of racism, right?
Exactly.
But now they have these qualifiers. Well, if you have privilege, if you have power, if you have systemic nonsense, whatever, then it means you're racist. So everyone else can't be because they don't have those other qualifiers, right? So they just change the rules and they change the words all the time. So it's just whatever they want it to be. The rules.
It's racism with extra steps, is what it is. Man.
Well, and the way things
just racism.
It's just racism. Yeah,
it's just fucking racism.
You're right, Jack. I'm sorry.
Based on their new definition of racism, straight black males will be the next people to be like, you're not a victim anymore. Sorry, you're
that's already happened. That's already happened.
Have you
They
seen?
ain't shit.
Welcome to the party, guys.
It's just like straight white women are no longer a protected class either. No. Like, sure, we have vaginas, but you're straight and white.
Ladies, majority of them are too stupid.
So you must be a turf.
With the black guys and white guys.
The women are beneath the men with neo vaginas now. So we've been knocked down.
Ladies, if you want to be oppressed again, just start slamming some clam.
I've been saying that we're the woman face of the patriarchy.
Wait, hold on. There's chicks with dicks now.
Wait a minute.
Aren't we?
Say it. Go. I know you're.
There's something brewing.
I know it is. Something about a neo-vaginal dilator. I know you're gonna be point. You bring that up. That was a perfect time. You bring it up all the time when I'm just like, I could just be sitting around talking about, wow, this is nice weather, and then Jack drops up the.
Can we go over this chick's bio? Look at this chick's bio.
Were you about to quote Az and be like, fucking scissoring?
I want to say, look at this chick's bio.
Before we do, wait. Before we do, remind me that I need to introduce you to someone. And her name is Dark Mode. The fact that I have to tell a black man what dark mode is.
Oh, you like your dark meat, don't you? I knew it.
Yes, I do. So the next time you share your fucking screen, it better be in dark mode.
All right.
Fucking
by the way, Iron, did you see that link that I shared in the private chat?
I did not.
Okay, we'll check that out whilst we chat then, because that looked pretty cool. It's a trailer for something Elon Musk just dropped from Amazon.
I use light mode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, use dark mode, dude. I mean, it's just anyone who uses light mode is a fucking sadomasochistic
Dark mode is
bastard.
for
Yes.
weirdos.
So what are you trying to
dark
say
mode is
exactly?
better
Dark mode
for
is
your
for like
eyes.
old 60-year-old white women who've never been with a black guy. Come on, man.
I would rather
That's
have
fuckers
my
and cool
eyes in
dudes,
my
bro.
studies. Thank you.
Enjoy
I need
watching
light.
you have on screen.
I
Then
need
dark mode is the way to go.
I need light mode because I need all the
Once you
extra
go
light
black, you never
because
go
my
back.
old
I'll
arse
let you do it.
eyes and my failing vision from like being
That's why
130
you have
years old.
failing
Racist
vision. That's why you have
detected.
failing vision.
It's not why I have failing vision. I have failing vision because I'm an old ass man.
I'm sorry. I know both of you well enough to know it's not your eyes. It's not that you're not smart enough to do it. You just don't want to, and you just don't feel like
dark mode. Thank you very much. Light power.
Have you guys seen that Matt Walsh's oppression pyramid?
No.
Is it like the
Yeah,
food
you shared it
pyramid?
with me a while
Like
ago.
Yeah.
Maslow's hierarchy of
Yeah,
needs. But
so the
Worse.
oppression pyramid, the very bottom is white guys, straight white males.
We're
Then
down
the
there
next
with
is
grains
straight-
and cereals.
Straight black males is underneath the white males. Black males think they're higher the pyramid, but they're not. And then the top of the pyramid is gay black transvestite.
how many intersections do we
Disabled.
have?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that meme of that guy that's got all those pins on the wall and he's connecting all the shit? That's
Charlie.
trying to figure out what all that stuff
Yeah.
is, man.
I'm just saying, if I was on Twitter, I would never flex if I worked for Kotaku and I had she, her pronouns in my bio. Just saying.
Yeah. Kotaku's. It hasn't been. When was the last time Kotaku was taken seriously? Even if
10
I-
years ago,
Were they
before
ever?
Gamergate.
Yeah,
Gamergate
but-
killed everybody.
Honestly,
For good reason.
Gamergate popped off because of this one broad from Gama Sutra who wrote an article, and from there she started the Mary Sue. I think that freaking Alyssa Mercante is trying to do the same stunt here. She's trying to use
Yeah.
it to propel herself into notoriety so she can get enough individual backing in order to launch her own site so she can bankroll her lifestyle when Kotaku finally goes under because the writing is on the fucking wall.
I've got to completely agree with
actually-
everything
that
that he's
makes
just said
sense.
there.
Yeah, I completely.
And
agree.
that's all.
Also-
And
let's
it was
also
plain
point
as
out-
it's plain as day when she went begging for freaking Hassan Piker
Yes.
to freaking pull her on the podcast so she could expand her reach.
Yep, and I
And
pointed
the
that out. I
thing
was
is,
like, how
right?
convenient.
We're all
You're
giving them
so
more. We're all giving them more
angry.
exposure. You understand? We're all giving them more exposure by
Yep.
constantly going on about it, by constantly retweeting and that sort of thing. And that's precisely what she wants. So just block
Yeah,
her.
because she,
Yeah,
that way she can
block
say
her, and you're
Well,
done.
If you've seen Kotaku's
But-
website, the whole point of what anything they post or say is to get you to their website off of their ads. So if you ever looked at any of their articles, you're like, before you can actually read the article, it's just nothing but ad placements all over the place.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
I'm trying to read what the fuck
Unreadable.
you wrote.
Also, a lot of people don't actually know this. This is how like a lot of these companies make their money. So there's this company like used to be esport team called TSM, and esport teams don't really make a lot of money. They created a website called Blitz, and you know those ads that play on your fucking internet tab. That's how they make their money. Those ads you don't click away from. That's why they don't want you to install ad blocker. You install ad blocker, they don't make money from those ads being there. That's what. So they're not even really making money because people are reading the articles. They're only there because, you know, if you're getting like, I would say like hate clicks or whatever, you know, because who's really sitting there and reading all that shit they're putting out? No one's doing that.
Well,
you know,
the
Side-scrollers podcast.
one of the articles, like I remember years ago, right? They were supposed to be about one of us Resident Evil remakes. So like it was just like a paragraph about the Resident Evil, and then the rest was about Trump and like why Trump shouldn't be president. It had nothing to do with the game or whatever, right? The whole article was supposed to be about Resident Evil, and they're talking about Trump. The whole article.
Resident Evil is an analogy for Trump and the patriarchy and the racist MAGA movement.
It doesn't matter what it is, man. I watched this old ass documentary about Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like I'm just gonna watch something that has nothing to do with Arnold Schwarzenegger. The last 10 minutes of the documentary of this series, which was pretty good, was just about Trump.
Oh,
Like, what the?
That's why you just need to go watch Pumping Iron and see what a
talking about,
dickhead idiot he was back and an
Jason.
arrogant asshole he was in the
There wasn't
70s,
even
man.
governor at this time. Who gives a fuck about this? Anyway, we need a palate cleanser. So, Jack, is this the right link?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
it,
so.
man.
Yeah, if
That's
it's the one that
Elon Musk
that Elon
posted
Musk
it. It looks
shared
like-
Yeah,
look-
it's the
about
one.
half hour ago.
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out real quick. Make sure the
It's,
audio.
You might get copyright struck.
I don't even know what it is.
Just
Hello
remember
there.
to just remember to
I'm
you
here
know
to
freeze
show
it
you
every so
a
often.
Wonderful place.
Oh, I love this dude.
Yeah, he's fucking
Veritable
awesome.
Oh, yeah,
The
man.
nuclear age. Not
Oh,
made
this-
by
Oh,
God
don't make
Almighty,
this look
but
good
the work
when I know it's not going to be.
I have thoughts.
This is
Good and
fallout.
bad.
Heroes by arresting
Yeah.
a residence in a Vault Tech vault today. Because if the worst should happen tomorrow, the world is going to need you.
Hold
Okay, we're going to pause it right now because so far this looks fucking great.
This
Yeah, I know.
this is
It
legit,
does.
and
I-
they couldn't have chosen a better person to be the salesman for Voltec.
Agreed.
Oh,
Agreed.
it's what's his name, man? I love that dude.
Walton
Ever
Goggins,
since,
yeah.
yeah,
He's
he
great.
was in, man. Ever since he was in Predators in 2010, man, that dude has been like everything Justified,
Predators,
all that
Django
shit, dude.
Unchained,
Justified series.
Justified.
Hateful Eight.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
Justified.
trying
I
to
was saying Justified. He was fantastic.
I
he
do
also
that.
Hateful
had
Eight
to
as
do
well,
with
wasn't he?
Stephen Ong, another great character actor, the guy who played Trevor in GTA.
Dude, he
Five.
played. You know something?
They had a
He
movie together.
Walking Dead.
really
Gal.
pulls off the white
Okay,
trash.
gal. See you
dude, man.
soon. Take care, gal. Love
Later,
you.
gal.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
go.
Sorry, I
Bye,
gotta
gal.
run.
All right, take care.
Oh, I'm
miss
sorry.
you.
No, don't be sorry. You're
We'll
fine.
see you next week, hopefully.
Yeah,
Rock
yeah.
that
back like my
shirt,
dad.
man.
He's the same guy that was the crossdresser in Sons of Anarchy, too, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
He was also the lawyer in that
Little-
episode of Community where they're reading Pierce's will.
He
Yeah,
plays
he's a
such
great
good white
character
trash,
actor.
though, man. You know, he plays
That's
great
That
white
is a
trash.
cross-dresser.
Yes, white trash is his forte,
Yeah,
but he's kind of like a Gary Oldman. He's a
he can
chameleon
do
actor.
anything. Yeah, he is a chameleon.
Never
Man.
mind.
All right, let's keep going with this. I don't. They're giving me hope, and I hate.
I know,
that.
right?
I know,
Better
but
day.
we can talk about it.
And this is Amazon that's doing this, right? Not
Yes.
Paramount, not fucking.
It's
Okay.
That's
The mission
Amazon.
of the vaults should be important to everyone.
real quick. She's just coming out of the vault, so I can't complain too much. I was gonna say it's a little too clean, but actually that makes sense. We'll see how
Yeah.
it goes after.
To come up to the surface
I do
one day
got
and
thoughts
restart
on it.
civilization.
Same.
You
Oh,
tell
look,
me what's
stim
happened
pack.
in the last 200 years?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Holy shit. You're an actual vault dweller.
I am.
I thought all you dipshits were dead.
Okay, that's about right.
Oh no, not Jonathan Nolan.
Insane.
Oh, that's Miles.
It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
Oh, it's in LA. Gotcha.
I've had a rough week. Practically every person I've met up here has tried to kill me.
I'm simply going to harvest your organs.
Oh.
It's good.
Go home.
It's really good.
You come from
I think
a
that
world
was Matt
full
Berry.
of flaws.
Matt Berry
voice
from
of that.
Lost, right?
No, Matt Berry. You know the guy
What We Do in the Shadows.
the maybe yeah, and the IT crowd. You know, he played Renan in the IT crowd, and he's in another show. He's a British actor.
Mighty Boosh guy?
Yeah, and yes, he has been in the Mighty Boosh, hasn't he? But it's yeah, Matt Berry. Anyway, look him up. Toast of London. He's been in that
Go
too.
forward a few frames.
Matt Berry. Okay, no, I got confused. I was thinking of this guy right here. He's from Lost.
Yeah.
What we do in the
Oh no, I'm
shadows
talking about
is
the
Matt Berry.
robot, the dude with the
The
it's doing
voice of the
for
robot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt Berry. I can hear it.
I gotta look up. It's got.
What we
Oh
do
my
in the
God!
shadows.
Yes, from what we do in the
Last Love.
that
Yeah.
he is the best part of that show.
That's what I said.
The only good thing about that.
Oh,
That's awesome.
And I love the movie, but man, that guy's
movie's
carrying that
fantastic, yeah.
entire show on his shoulders.
He's
Actually,
Alright,
he steals everything.
Before you start
he's
up,
in.
I gotta run. So
Oh.
thanks for having me.
Oh,
Bye,
Jess,
Jess.
good to see you
Bye,
again.
Jess.
Uh,
Thank you.
Yes.
Take
folks,
care.
I'll
Jess
see you,
and I.
see you again.
all right. You got anything to plug before you go?
I do have an interview with a musician coming up with it. Nemesis is going to be second chair on. It'll be awesome. So stay tuned for that. I also have a series of some videos on autism that are coming out in the next few weeks. So that's all I have planned.
What about some videos of the gun range?
I went today. That was fun.
Nice.
It was a
Yeah,
little cold,
there you go.
but trying to get in some practice at least once a week.
See,
Plenty more opportunities to range to make a whole series of it.
Yeah, my gun
Awesome.
tooth.
Well, you're welcome back
My gun
anytime
tooth
when we
face.
have the room.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. Have a
good
great
to
night.
see you.
see
Bye,
ya.
Have a
Jess.
good one.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Love you. Right, now she's
All right.
gone. We can talk about her.
He is an absolute.
I don't know what goes in the group chat that I set up. I know what goes on in there.
I love Jack. I love you, man.
She is the best person because everywhere she goes turns into an absolute chaotic shitstorm.
See, Jess, but you notice something though.
Because we are
Regardless
already a
of what's
chaotic
going on,
shitstorm.
she is like the calm in the middle of that stuff.
Yeah, she is.
She just comes in and she just emits an aura that's just like, oh, hey, everyone act ridiculous, like on your worst behavior.
All the gals that hang out with us are just like they're just like cool. I think they just watch us kind of like the people at the zoo watch monkeys running around or something.
Exactly.
And we just act
Totally.
like retards.
Kind of like that meme, fascinating behavior.
Exactly. Fascinating behavior. Meanwhile, we're over here like.
Nah, just as good people. Go follow her at Moxie Dame.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. All right, we'll go back to this.
By the way, this guy was also in Person of Interest. It was in a Person of
Oh,
Interest.
is that him? Is it?
Yeah, Jonathan Nolan also created that show. Good
Wait
show.
a minute. Do you think
the
that
one who
too-
was just talking, right?
Yeah, the guy with the glasses.
Do you
Yep.
think?
That's
these
Yeah,
two-
wasn't he from Lost, or am I wrong?
Yeah,
from Lost,
yeah,
and Person
it's
of
him.
Interest.
Yeah, we're talking the same guy. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That
I'm-
Vault-Tec
I'm
outfit is
si-
not doing any favors for her baby bump.
Dude,
No.
I think these two. What are these two like married, and then that's their kid or something?
I
Pardon
don't
me
know.
for trying
I
to
don't-
read current day into this stuff, but like they keep having an
Well, here's the thing.
suspicious amount of
Jonathan Nolan is
All right.
responsible for Westworld season 1. Lisa Joy, his wife, was responsible for Westworld season 2, and Westworld season 1 would not have done that, but Westworld season 2 definitely would have. Just saying.
Well,
Westworld
here's the
1
thing:
was good.
you can get away with it in Fallout because each of the vaults had some kind of socio weird science
Some
program
kind of
going on
experiment
the
going
side.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, so if there's anything weird going on in this vault, like one dude with a whole harem of women and stuff, that's totally within the lines of Fallout, so I can give it grace on that.
Yeah.
Right. And the people coming out of the vault, you almost look at them like they'd be like the citizens in the world of Demolition Man going out into the real world.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's
kind of like if there's any woke
I never
in
played the
here.
video games. I never played the video
Oh, you
games,
didn't?
so why do they leave the vaults?
It's actually
so-
part of Vault-Tec. Vault-Tec has
Every game.
each vault has a different kind of system. Like some of them are like, oh, these people will never leave the vault, and we're going to set it up for this whole experiment to be like, they do this, or every time they elect a leader, that a leader is chosen to die. So everyone doesn't want to be the leader, so they keep trying to choose the people that they hate the most and give bullshit reasons to elect them as leaders. Or other times, it's weird experiments like it's an all-female vault, and they get artificially inseminated all these years, and Vault-Tec does weird shit under the premise of join us, pay money, secure your spot past the apocalypse.
Yeah. So, but between when the bombs drop and when they come out of the vault is like 100 years.
Yeah.
So by that point, the Earth is in shambles, but it's still livable. And there's humans that have made a living outside. There's been mutants that have made a living on the outside. So
There's
they're kind of seeing what. Oh, rad roaches, rad scorpions. I did see a couple of those. I did see the green
Brahmin.
No, I just
Brahmin,
I
yeah.
tried to play Fallout 3, and I just remember the guy from Greece going, "Hey, my mom's getting attacked by the red roaches. Can you come and get the red?"
that's correct. I love that.
That's also another aspect of that particular vault. That's like it's perpetually in the 50s. That's what's kind of funny about this whole. Even though it takes place in like what it canonically like the 2000s somethings when the bombs drop, it's still perpetually stuck in like the same values and aesthetic of the 50s and 60s because it's all atomic energy. It is not necessarily electronic or gasoline powered. It's mainly atomic. So that it's a very unique aesthetic, and I think they kind of nailed it here. We'll see.
Anything
because-
can go to.
I
Yeah.
don't have to
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
That's another thing
That's
that,
kind of nice.
that really sets the Fallout games apart is that dark humor.
Yeah, it's very tongue in cheek.
So yeah, and it
always
has a
humor
certain
everywhere.
style to it, and they seem to be capturing that so far.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, because
It's
it's
Amazon.
silly. It's silly on a character level, but when you zoom out for like the different political machinations that are going on that are like above your pay grade that you are getting involved in, it's actually pretty serious. So from the rank and file, because you're interacting with people who are basically driven insane by this whole new world and radiation. So if you're interacting with all these different characters, then that's fine. You can be silly, but once you start getting to the more serious stuff, like we're going to see here in a second, because I watched this trailer with Brotherhood of Steel, if you keep that silliness, then that's not going to work. But we'll see. Who knows? It's Amazon. They're
All
hitting this.
I'm definitely going to give this a chance because, you know, I was extremely pleasantly surprised by Twisted Metal.
Yeah,
that was probably one of my favorite shows of that year.
I didn't actually get to watch. I actually hadn't watched Twisted Metal.
It's
I
actually
didn't
it's
see
worth
it.
the watch, dude. It's worth
I
the
only
watch.
played the game, so I haven't.
It's not a masterpiece by any means, but it's good. It captures you. Anthony Mackie doing that kind of comedic heroic role. He's kind of a Star-Lord-esque character. Works great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he showed more range in that role with that
Yeah.
shitty script than he did in the MCU.
See, I kind of refrain.
He carries the show really well.
What'd you
I
say,
kind of
Johnny?
refrain from.
I said, is that the one where Anthony Mackie's an android?
No,
No,
that's
you know,
Altered
Carbon.
Carbon.
Yeah, he's a driver.
Yeah, he shows no range in that, but it's okay. Nobody does.
No, and yeah, and I was gonna say in the Twisted Metal, he's like a driver. He drives a car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's based on a video game. It's post-apocalyptic, and it has a lot of the similar. That game series has some of the similar humors to Fallout, and kind of a different way, just kind of dark.
Question: was
tongue-in-cheek
Calypso
humor.
bald?
Calypso has not been introduced yet. We don't see Calypso.
Okay.
It's a voice. Calypso is just a voice so far. All right, let's get back to this.
I want to hear more of that old school song.
You should not be alone.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me? People are going to come after you.
Dog meat.
Ain't much stage cleanup here, Volty.
Blammo!
I love that shot.
Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs. Look
Kyle
out at
MacLachlan.
this wasteland. Looks like chaos.
Okay, hold on. The Ghoul Sheriff, that's the same actor that was the
Yeah.
Bolt Sales.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Walton Goggins, yeah, that looks like
Yep.
him,
Yep.
doesn't it?
That's perfect. That actually falls in line. So they're not doing the same storyline as Fallout 4, but they're picking and choosing, kind of
I
borrowing
think
from.
But also,
and-
he's not
really
the
hope-
salesman. He is a salesman because this is in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And Fallout 4, this is in the, Washington era, or it was in Boston. so
Fallout
it's
4
not-
was
it's, yeah, different.
Fallout 4 was Boston. Fallout
Yeah.
3 was Washington.
Washington, right.
Vegas was New Vegas was Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas.
And this is
And
looks like it's gonna be in
California.
LA.
There was one or two.
No, Vegas was not California. It was just the new California Republic was encroaching into Vegas.
Well, yeah,
The first,
yeah, pretty much. What sucked is they
furthest you went
couldn't
out
get,
there was just beyond Prim. You never went any actual into California territory.
and they couldn't get the licensing to use actual Vegas landmarks and casinos, and that just fucking sucked. They tried. I know they tried really hard. Okay,
They did get rights to Prim though. Like they were able to add in that one, but
Yeah, but they couldn't get like the Dunes. They couldn't get Caesars. They couldn't get the
Circus,
Flamingo.
all those, yeah.
Yeah, Excalibur, Luxor. And
And
growing
again,
up,
Luxor wasn't there in the 50s though, was it?
no. I was in elementary school that fucking monstrosity was being built.
Yeah. So
If
we
it
would
was
have to
me,
know
I
all the
would have
big
just
hitters in
changed
the
the
50s.
names and put it in anyway.
That's
So,
kind of what they did, but they had to be real careful because thing is, he's fucking the Steve Wynn will fucking sue your ass for anything.
Yeah.
And
Something
he owns
interesting.
most of this bullshit.
Something interesting. Fallout and Tiny, you actually made me go down this rabbit hole. Fallout 1 takes place in Southern California, so maybe this could be that story.
Okay.
Now,
Who knows?
okay, between
But
1 and
it's like
4,
a
what's
mixed
and
mash.
New Vegas, what's everybody's favorite Fallout game?
I played Fallout 4. I didn't bother with 76. I had friends tell me about New Vegas and stuff. So
76 is garbage.
I played barely any Fallout.
I heard
3.
76 gets better now that they've kind of repaired. They released it way too soon.
It's a
They
live
weren't-
service
wasn't
game.
done.
It's garbage by definition because it's
Yeah.
all about
Oh.
FOMO and all that garbage. Plus,
Like-
the cheaters are still prevalent in there.
yeah, it's a
Bethesda's
gun
never
that
going to
gave me
stop
all
them.
I needed to know about 76.
Well, and I don't want to play Fallout with other people. That's just not my thing.
Yeah.
No,
I like
it's a single player thing because it's like playing multiplayer Skyrim. It doesn't work, or multiplayer really anything Bethesda. Your character, no matter really what Bethesda game you play, you are the hero. You are the established. You are going to grow into your status as a hero. You're not just an everyman. So the thing with Skyrim, you can elevate to every single office in the game. Same thing with Oblivion. Same thing with Morrowind. Same thing with the Fallout games. You are like the guy that is going to come save everybody and is the only one that can do the main quest. So it doesn't do.
I have
I
to
think oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have to replay. I didn't get very far in 3 because I'm kind of. I should have played it more and then got into it more, but I started playing and then it kept asking questions and then there was other questions and then I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I was just like, I need more guns and killing because like there's something wrong. There's something wrong with me.
Welcome to post-Oblivion. Welcome to post-Oblivion Bethesda.
Agreed.
There's
3 and
something
4 are very
wrong with
different.
me. Like I was just like, so I just went back and played Borderlands because like you can, and Borderlands is great for like, I don't know, if you're like, I don't know, everything tries to kill you the first time you see it and you're just like, you immediately have to just, yeah.
Well, the difference between 3 and 4. Sorry, go ahead.
I was
for
going to
me,
say,
I
I
never
got to
played
go with 3. Oh,
Yeah, I never played 1. I never finished 2. 3 is by far my favorite because the ending. I played it out and I enjoyed my story all the way through to the ending and every route that I took with it. Fallout New Vegas, I didn't like most of it, and the ending that I would have been the most happy with didn't exist in the game. It didn't give me that option. Instead, I was forced in the decisions I never wanted to make. And in Fallout 4, I hated the fucking story.
Dude,
the story in Fallout 4 was about the only thing saving it, for the most part.
Yeah, 4
Well,
was
at least
way more accessible.
The mid story, as it progressed, that's where I had some issues. But I gotta say, 3's my jam, and New Vegas should have just been a massive expansion to Fallout 3. Like,
So
it
for
should
me,
not
like,
have been a standalone game.
I played all through number 4, and then that's when like friends were like, "Oh, well, 4 is crap because 3 and stuff was way better." And then they would talk about 3 and 2 or whatever. And so I was like, well, shit, I gotta go try those or whatever.
What is it with the third in video games? Fallout 3, Witcher 3. Everyone talks about the third and everything.
Well, you see,
hardware
Fallout 3
changes.
came out.
Hardware.
Fallout 3 came out at a time where they hit really good hardware, and at the same time, they hit a great formula coming off of Oblivion that their studio really hit their narrative stride.
Oh, cool.
Well,
Yeah,
Call of
3, if
Duty,
you play it. Sorry,
Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops 2 are the best.
Okay.
Yeah, with Fallout 3, if you play it like
Borderlands
a
2 is
role-playing
awesome.
game, then yeah, Borderlands 2 is great. With Fallout 3, if you play it like a role-playing game, it's way simpler. But with Fallout 4, it's more of a shooter. So the longer titles go on, I find the more accessible they get, and that doesn't always work. So for Fallout 4, I didn't beat it. I just stopped playing because I just got kind of bored. I mean, really, and that's what a lot of games just kind of wind down for me because they're huge, and I don't really care all that much about the story. But with 3, I would like to go back and play. I would like to go back and actually finish it because I was trying to play it because I realized that I was making a mistake by trying to play it like an action shooter, and that's not Fallout 3 is not that at all.
And see,
that's one involved role playing game, and
that's why for me, like
my
choices came based on story because I'm such an RPG junkie.
Yeah,
so like that's how I was able to approach it so well, and that's kind of the reason why I never really got through 2 because it's more of a strategy game.
Yeah, see, I need to go back.
Diesel and Iron and Vagabond know because it comes up and Jack, it comes up all the time. It's just I've never played anything, so I'm always asking questions or just sitting back and being like, "All right, I'll let them talk," because I got no clue what the hell's going on.
Yeah, if you would, I believe that you would, if you got into playing games, that you would enjoy Fallout. I believe you'd enjoy that.
No, Tiny. You should get a Switch and play Legend of Zelda or something. And stream. Not like
Legend of Zelda is the pumpkin spice of friggin' RPGs.
Oh, no, I'm telling you, you would like. I believe you would like Fallout. I believe you would like Fallout 3 if you got into playing games. This would be something. I believe the story with everything going on, that would be something you could get into.
Like if you came over,
the best part about Fallout 3 is the voice acting.
Ocarina of Time, and you just play it out all the way through, or whatever. It's real simple, easy to get into. Story's really good. And
Vagabond's not wrong. Ocarina of Time going into Majora's Mask, they're both fire.
Yeah. Majora's Mask is my favorite, and then my second favorite is Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess it gets way too much shit. I love Twilight Princess.
I have no idea what the fuck any of these people are talking about. I think you'd do way better if you just cosplayed on OnlyFans.
The only role playing you should be doing is.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's arguing with that point, so we'll just get back.
There's always somebody behind the wheel.
I better see my favorite weapon in this show.
I know what you're referring to.
Everyone wants to save the world. They just disagree on how.
Jello cake, true 1950 dessert.
You little killer.
They better not kill the dog.
Okay.
Kill all the people you want, but don't kill the dog.
Girl boss.
I want to see the.
Well, here's the thing. I would agree with you, Jack, but she looks like she's getting her shit pushed in. She looks like she is just. I mean, she's bloody, and she just looks like she's gotten the hell beat out of her. So she may become a girl boss, but maybe I don't know if she'll start out that way, and that's the difference. If she starts out this badass idiot who just steps out of the vault and is immediately able to
already better at everything than ever.
Yeah, that's different. But after a few episodes,
I wouldn't mind seeing what you first suggested. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a few scenes where she's getting a shit pushed in. Yeah.
Hey, check this out, man. Speaking of Akira Toriyama, I want to share something that I was just. Let me share you this. This is something Don Figueroa just posted. I completely forgot about this, man.
I've shared something in the private chat as well. Iron, if you want to take a look at that.
And Beck, I think you're right.
Whatchamacallit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this right here. That's in a Dreamwave Transformers episode. I mean, well, a comic book. In one of the panels, the Sunstorm dude, that was like the only Dragon Ball Z homage he was able to slip in a Transformers comic.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I can totally see that.
Yeah, I know. I'd forgotten about that, man. It was Sunstorm that he did that. I was like, that is so cool.
If you were Kids Next Door, they did an episode where they kind of did like a homage to Dragon Ball.
Powerpuff Girls, when Blossom dodges a laser beam to the side like Trunks did.
There've been so many. I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog is just blatant. They even admit.
Oh yeah.
they don't call it ripping off. It's a tribute.
It's a
Yeah.
Man, before there were any Dragon Ball Z games.
Oh, Jack, why'd you have to do this to me, man? Oh, hold on.
I think it's nice though.
Like the
isn't it?
entire final
It's
battle
nuts.
of
It just
Sonic Adventure
kind of
2.
seems-
Yeah, that is a direct.
That was complete Dragon Ball Z ripoff. You,
Oh, yeah.
you went super hedgehogs with freaking golden auras.
Even Shadow dressing in all black and that's sad. But that's cool.
God damn it.
But I love how Dragon Balls.
There are way too
piled
many
up,
Dragon
they're
Balls
not
in that
being
photo.
used.
Yeah.
But they're not being used to bring.
That's
in-
9
I like
Dragon
that.
Balls.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's too many.
It's probably an AI or something. But like
Fucking plebs.
But here's my thing is that because I missed out on I was like in chat, I was like, damn, I can't even say what I want to say. You guys are
I
taking all
gotta
my
check on the
talking
dogs.
points.
You run the show, Vag.
Oh shit. All right. See, I know my. And then so the problem I have with you got these tourists that are in our space right now.
Yeah.
Like I grew up on Dragon Ball. Like I grew up on anime in general. First anime for me was Speed Racer, even before I even knew what the fuck anime was. But like, so I watched Dragon Ball first. First time I seen it was on the Spanish channel because before the United States got it, Mexico got it first, and I lived at the border town, and I would see it in Spanish, and I didn't know what the hell they were saying. It just looked cool. I see this kid with the tail jumping off of waterfalls and shit.
Now, question: would it only be on Spanish? Because I found when I was a kid, I discovered Dragon Ball with Sailor Moon and Tekkaman all early in the morning on the wild feeds in Midland, Texas. At the time.
Okay, well for me,
I don't remember what channel, but I was watching them early in the morning.
Yeah, so in San Diego, we get Mexican channels in San Diego. Right?
Okay,
so we
different.
Got it.
Different networks got it.
Yeah, so but Cartoon Network at the time for Toonami was no anime at all. It was just Hanna-Barbera action cartoons. So there was Thundar the Barbarian, Thundercats. The host was Moltar. You got Zorak was also like helping out with Moltar.
Right. And then around
88.
I was gonna say it was like 97, I think, is when they started.
96 or 97 is when it happened because
Yeah.
that's when I was like in 3rd grade when I discovered Toonami on Cartoon Network.
I'm so old. I was in college.
Yeah, but like okay, because
just entering high
Toonami,
school.
you watch like Johnny Quest, the Herculoids, Moltar, and stuff like that. So it was all like
the
Space Ghost, Coast to Coast,
Sword and Shield, and stuff like that. So like for me, when I saw Dragon Ball, I didn't even know the name. I just saw it in Spanish when I flipped through channels. So eventually, when Toonami came on, I watched Dragon Ball Z, and then I rewatched Dragon Ball in English. I was like, oh, that's the show I used to watch in the Mexican channels. But I just grew with the whole the Dragon Ball is my favorite because the whole appreciation for like actual martial arts and stuff. So and then I started buying the manga and everything. And the so what these tourists are doing is like me watching all that stuff, I had no problem. I grew up with like my dad watching like Tom and Jerry cartoons, and they explode. And okay, you see the caricature of like a blackface, but who cares? It was a funny little scene in those cartoons or whatever. Or you got the black lady, you only see her legs, but she's cussing them out like a black woman would at the time or whatever. And like it was just a fun little joke. It was nothing that serious. My grandfather watched those. Like no one complained about that shit. So it's like now you got these people, they wait till Toriyama passed away and they come out the woodworks like, oh well, he was racist because he drew these characters this way or whatever. Mr. Popo.
They did the same shit to Stan Lee when he finally
Mr.
passed.
Popo drives me nuts.
Yeah.
There's nothing racist. Mr. Popo is like
no.
Sorry.
I don't.
He's based on the Hindu deity.
Yep.
Right. But
And
even
if he's not, who fucking cares? If he's not meant to be a reference to blackface, he's not meant to make fun of black people. That it doesn't fucking matter.
Exactly.
Not only that, like okay, Mr. Popo's a cool. Like if we ignore his origin and we look at him as just a character, he's just okay. If he was a representation of a black person, right? He's like one of the coolest people there. He knows he's this mysterious figure that
He's also
knows
one of the strongest people too.
Yep.
Yeah, and knows stuff that not even Kami knows or whatever, right? About Earth and stuff. And it was like man, that's a cool character. That's what I thought when I seen him. You know, like the whole race thing is just a bunch of nonsense. It's just like, just enjoy the story. Like, there's even other stuff I've seen that's worse, but I like the story enough to where it's like, who cares? If you want to, if you care that much, make your own writing or your own IPs and shit, and make the
they
changes
can't do
that you
that.
want.
They can't.
Yeah.
They don't have the creativity.
The fact
Yeah,
that you like it,
all
they hate it. They hate
all
the
they
fact
can
that you like
do is co-opt it, write their own fan fiction, and enforce it as canon by slipping into the industry because, I don't know, they're fucking ridiculously lucky or some shit. I don't know how they managed to do it.
Yeah, like, okay, we could say the same thing about the misadventures of Johnny Quest, right? When they go to some like some like indigenous tribe somewhere and they're literally chucking spears at them and shit, right? That
Which
shit
is playing homage to Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Yeah.
When they're fleeing, they're getting all the freaking cannibals chucking spears at them as they're leaving in the freaking plane.
Yeah, but like it comes with good storytelling. Who cares? We're here for the stories. We're not here to impress everyone. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Go find another hobby somewhere else.
Guess what, folks? The world wasn't always modern. Everyone wasn't brought up and enlightened to the same degree where we finally moved on from mistaken people. There are people still in the Amazon rainforest that think the outside society are demons, and if you show up, they will kill you on sight.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this too. Not all blackface was even racist. So one of the famous guys that did blackface is Al Justine. He was from, I think he was Dutch or something, and he came to the United States and became a comedian. And he used to do blackface, you know. But and if you've seen the Tex Avery cartoon, "I Want to Sing of the Sky or Blue," that song with the owls. So that was an Al Justine song, and he would do that with Nat King Cole, and he would bring all these black musicians on while doing blackface, and no one had a problem then. Even the whole complaint about blackface.
I know you know about it. He used the blackface to make it possible to bring more black musicians into the mainstream.
So did the audience know that it was a white guy in blackface, or did they just assume that it was?
Yeah, the audience knew it was a white guy in blackface,
Okay.
which is one of the reasons why they were allowed to come and things were allowed to happen because it's a white guy. So whatever. But he brought all these black musicians with him. So you're going to let me be here because I'm white. Well, I'm doing blackface and I'm bringing all these actual black people with me so that they get the attention that they deserve.
Yeah, and the whole blackface thing, right? It was because at the time you weren't allowed to have black actors. So they were forced, if you wanted a black character, yeah, some of it was kind of racist, whatever, right? But a lot of it was like, okay, I can't have black folks in my show. So the next best thing is me to paint myself to be that black character for the storytelling or whatever it is, whether it's a comedy or whatever. And so people need to stop being so fucking soft, like Charmin Ultra Strong or whatever, right? and just like grow up.
Also in some ways,
extra comfort.
I get so frustrated. I get so freaking frustrated both with civil rights and with feminism. I'm sorry. It wasn't that long ago. My grandmother was one of the first women in the country to get a degree in physics. And when she sat in that classroom with two other women, because it was World War II and most of the men were away, so they were allowed into the classroom, the teachers looked at her and the other two women and said, "Don't worry, ladies. Learning physics will make you better housewives."
Based. What?
I'm sorry. And it wasn't that long ago that my godfather, who was a black paratrooper in World War II, was talking about the fact that he almost converted to Judaism because the only one who would come to the black guy's base was the rabbi. So I'm sorry, we have come so far in such a short amount of time, especially if you consider human history. I get so fucking pissed that everyone's like, everything's not exactly as I think it should be right now. And that makes everybody evil. And it's like, we've fucking changed so much.
But Tiny,
because people didn't realize how good things were in the 90s.
Things were rad in the 90s. We had a black Enterprise captain, and nobody said a damn thing about it. I grew up on Family Matters.
Okay.
I grew up on the Cosby Show. Family Matter jokes, Urkel jokes are still a part of my family vernacular 30 years later. I grew up on this shit. I grew up in an era of Sesame Street where Gordon was the adult, the straight-laced adult. Maria was. I still remember these people.
Yep.
We didn't even try. We weren't even trying to be diverse. We just were. We just wrote good characters, brought on interesting people to take on these roles, and nobody gave a shit because they were good. Now that we're trying, everything's worse.
Let's acknowledge one other thing, though. We're not even. Our country isn't 250 years old yet.
Nope.
And we are the ones responsible for the majority of this societal growth.
Yep.
In our short 200 just under 250 year of existence as Americans, we have actually pushed human rights further than any other nation on earth.
Yeah, but
very short amount of time.
Marxists don't want to acknowledge that.
Started in the UK,
Well,
but other than that.
Well, Diesel, you hit the nail on the head right there. Why are people bringing this up in the first place?
Yeah,
it's Marxism.
Yep.
It is absolutely divisive. Is divisive racial, really bigotry,
cultural Marxism, because they can't divide people. They want to divide people
that's
by
how
class,
they seize
but
power.
They have to do it by race
Co-opt
and gender.
That's how they
Co-opt
seize power.
Co-opt the culture. You co-opt the policy. Change the government through that, and there you go. You've got your entire freaking subverted revolution.
But notice
to
how
do that, they have to ignore everything that came before. They have to ignore every step we've taken, every benefit that we've created. That it all gets ignored.
Tear down the
and
art,
destroy and tear down all. Well, I was going to say tear down all the fucking gatekeepers, the ones who are protecting it all.
Yep.
Which is literally a Maoist tactic.
And I mean, you saw that video just posted today of that. Sorry. We were both going at the same time.
That there's a hatred of beauty that comes with communism because beauty is individual.
You got four color palettes in communism: gray, brown, red, yellow. That's it.
Yep. And I mean, that's what Mao did. He made during the Cultural Revolution in China, the women, like, they all started cutting their hair, and everybody dressed in, very androgynous. They all looked the same.
That's North Korea today.
And what do you see? All the social communist women, they're all androgynous, hideous, mouth-formed creatures.
Yes, but also, I always loved that in Soviet Russia and in communist China, they'd say that we're more equal because we truly believe women and men can do all the same jobs and we put them in the same positions. But if you look at those committees, the people who are actually in power, there's almost never any fucking females in any of those photos.
Yep.
Yeah,
see,
exactly.
In a society where everyone is equal, some people have to be a little bit more equal than others.
See, what it is it doesn't raise anyone up. It drags everyone down to a lower standard of living, so that you have two distinctions. You have the elites, the scumbags running everything, and then you have the plebs, the basically slave race that they use for everything. Look at that 2030 agenda they put up there where they want all that.
Hold on, what Jack just said, I wish to God fucking Gal was still here because she's reading Animal Farm. And that's right from Animal Farm. When everything starts out, everybody's equal. Well, some of us animals are a little more equal than others, just a little more and a little more and a little more. And, the pigs.
Yep. What's so interesting, though, about power dynamics and communism specifically is not new to this, but just people who want power, they will use any and all methods to get it, no matter how small. And it attracts the most small, petty little tyrants. If anybody want to remember what COVID was like?
Exactly, man.
Anybody
That's when you
remember COVID? Everybody wanted to be their own little tyrants. Every left-wing mayor, every left-wing city councilman, even up to the fucking president was like, I'm going to impose my vision of what I need, of what I want you to do, so that I get more power, and also I get off on telling you what to do. It is communism, really, but what we're seeing now, especially with Sweet Baby Inc., it's worse than that. It's just petty power politics. That's all they're doing is trying to tell
we-
you that you can't enjoy something because, oh, I say so. They don't care about it. They just care that they get a say, and it's evil.
Can we play
It's
the
just- it's
video
not
in
what it
chat?
is.
It's a good example of like the people we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Probably like
I just want to
talking out
I
of
just
both
wanna say
sides of the
one,
mouth.
One
Nice.
thing about the people that we're dealing with, Chris Kindred, the Yahoo from Sweet Baby Inc., who pulled the whole stunt of trying to cancel the Steam group.
Yeah.
He finally came back after his little short suspension, and then he decided to start spitting on Akira Toriyama's legacy.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
And
Piece of trash.
he
Sure
tried
did.
to co-opt
Yeah.
Oob's existence
my
at the end of
God.
DBZ as black, but Oob is actually based off of
Like
Indian,
Indian.
Ethiopian.
Well,
Like,
a lot of
that kind of
characters.
Yeah.
The thing is, a lot of anime characters are actually like Indian or Persian or something. And
But they just say that they're black
if they-
because of the
just the slightest tan makes them
The
black
slightest
also.
tint of melanin.
Like when they talk, when you talking about what's your name from Berserk? Are they trying to say that?
Asuka, yeah, like
Asuka's,
okay,
yeah.
like you watch that because that one pisses me off all the time. So like,
Oh
you
my
watch-
god, dude, you can be green in an anime like Piccolo and they think you're black.
Oh, exactly. Freaking
Or Robin.
the slug,
Robin
the
from
slug
One Piece.
dude.
Sorry, Vagabond.
In Alabasta for years. She was in a desert for years. And before this
Nico
time,
Robin.
and then after this time, she spends 2 years in the fucking frozen north, and now she's paler, and everyone's freaking out.
Yeah,
It's
it makes me hate.
they have no idea how physics and the sun and things like that work.
It makes me hate other black people who like anime and stuff.
Well, to be fair, they don't understand biology. As evident, they think dudes can be chicks and chicks can be dudes just by taking fake hormones and chopping off willies and stitching up slits.
Unless you're that dude from One Piece, right, Tiny?
Oh, well, yeah, technically, Ivankov can make you anything you want to be.
But yeah, if we play that video in chat, like I think it's a good example of
It is
like
a perfect example.
Oh,
of that.
yeah.
It's like 16 seconds long. I check it
Let me
out.
go ahead and pull it up. Yeah, no. I would be happy to. Hold on.
Kitty.
Uh-oh, kitty.
yeah, there's 10 of them in this house. So
What?
yeah, I got 10
He's
cats.
got a lot of cats, and he's got.
Oh my goodness. You just find them around your property? or
You're
what?
drowning in pussy, Vagabond. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. I think my other female's pregnant right now, so I was like,
Oh,
no.
You got a whole colony there. Jeez.
He's like,
Time to
"Shit,
go
I
out
gotta-
for a pack of smokes, bud.
I gotta go buy more shit
Yeah, I
boxes.
got
There's a daddy cat out in the
10 cat-
yard smoking a cigarette.
Right,
Need to
I
go
got
get
10
milk.
cats and 2 dogs in here right now. Oh, and 2
I've seen your
rabbits.
dogs. They're fucking beautiful. All right, let me get this shit pulled up.
Yeah,
My
so
dog's
for
up
anyone
too.
in
They're
chat,
quiet.
like this is an example of like who we're dealing with.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Yeah.
read. So
Oh yeah.
I'll do the reading. I am not a fan of video games. I actually had to learn a lot about video games in the process of making this. Anita Sarkeesian, Women in Pop Culture class visit at SMC 2010. I don't know which.
Yep.
South
And
Montana.
this is
I don't know.
reported. She can't
Yeah.
dispute those comments.
Mhm.
All right.
And then this is their her TED Talk or some shit. No, Hate and
Yeah.
Heroism. Sorry.
5 years later.
I've been playing video games since I was 5 years old. I was also fond of Nintendo and especially loved Mario and Kirby. I've been playing video games most of my life. Bitch, if you've been playing
Who
games since you were
says
5
that?
years old, you
Mario
don't
and
say.
Kirby are 5 years old. Fuck
Nobody
you.
says they're fond of Nintendo and especially love Mario and
You don't
Kirby.
say
That looks
I
like it was written by
also
man.
fond. It's like shit.
I was
girl.
fond of
No, it's like show me your
Mario
show
and
me your
Kirby.
Steam library. It's like show me your long boxes, show me your consoles, show me your cartridges, show me your discs, show me your fucking Wii peripherals, show me your Steam library, show me your PlayStation
this is what
library.
I'm saying.
Show me all the
this.
robots around your desk.
My proudest moment in college, when I was getting my degree for game design, was shutting down the fucking class when the fucking professor pulled her up.
yeah,
I shut
So-
that shit down right away. I'm like,
Nice.
no.
Really?
Here, I linked her to everything at the time.
Dude, I wish you had
Wow.
fucking video of that.
How old?
Oh,
Man.
this was like
is-
before
I
Gamergate
was
popped
5. The
off.
only thing
Like,
you could play with Atari.
So, but here's the thing, though.
I played Pong.
It's not just her. It's the chick that made the Velma show. Like, if you love Scooby-Doo, there was no way you can make that Velma show.
No.
I'm just saying. If then Silent Bob making the He-Man, right?
Yeah.
We got him same.
No,
person
he was on
saying-
Comic Book Men saying he never watched He-Man. I remember watching Comic Book Men was actually a pretty cool show. I was watching him on Comic.
He also wrote a hell of a good Daredevil comic.
Yeah, with all these movie directors, after the movie comes out, oh, I never read the books. Then we got Kathleen Kennedy. We didn't know there was source material. Like,
no, she said we had no source material.
Yeah.
Where's that audio of Anakin going, liar?
I loved it when they said, like, you know, they had no source material to pull from, and people literally showed the entire expanded universe novel collection.
I've read a dozen.
She didn't even. She could have even gone off the video game narrative. Like, there was
even right now, the Halo right now, right? So we never seen Master Chief take off the fucking helmet. And any iteration of that, he's always in there.
Actually, I saw a video where he took off his helmet and there was another helmet underneath it. Did you ever see that? At the end of the first game, he takes his helmet off and it's another helmet.
Like, that's not Master Chief. Like, you're not making this for fans. You're there to interject your political opinions and, like, just to divide. And then you kick us out saying we're the ones who are toxic this whole time.
Right.
We're just trying
fuck that actor.
Yeah, we're protecting the source material more than these guys are. So it's like,
and
what's worse
also, here's the thing with Halo. Like, if he had taken off his helmet, that could have even still been forgivable if they made the story so good it didn't matter.
Yep.
But it was the lore breaking on top of a fucking shit story, just injected with all of this DEI bullshit.
Right.
There are two people that get off way too easily because everybody blames Master Chief and everybody blames Pablo Schreiber, which is not his fault. I like him. He was excellent.
No, he's a good actor, actually.
Yeah, he's excellent in American Gods. He's fucking perfect. And that's not his fault. That's the writer's fault. He's just trying to defend his work as much as possible. But the worst defenders are the Keys, Admiral Keys and Miranda Keys. They were butchered to hell.
God, yes, they were. That's not even
Mackie exists. This brand new fucking character, this human being, by the way, raised by the Covenant, would not have happened because they saw us. They see us as bugs. They wiped us off the face.
We're a virus, a stain that had to be erased from the univerce. That's when I was out. Let
me finish my point here. Now, not only that, they had her advising and being a pet of the prophets. To have some little human slave for some like shadowy or covenant organization is somewhat believable. Not really believable, forgivable. Be like, oh, we're going to use you to get in the minds of the human beings to kill them. But have her near the prophets and have her speak to the prophets, even be in their presence.
They wouldn't even have brought her severed head in front of the prophets.
Out of the question.
The prophet of truth would have never tolerated that shit because he wouldn't have risked it coming out of them being marked as reclaimers. Now, however, humans working with the Covenant did happen. The Outer Rim colonies, the ones that were the Ennies, as they call them in the universe, and the expanded novels, they actually did a lot of trade and shit with like the vultures and stuff, because a lot of the vultures weren't actually a part of the Covenant. Like they were actually pirate clans before the Covenant incorporated the bulk of them, but many of them still acted as corsairs on the Outer Rims. And when the whole Covenant human war popped off, they kind of did like trades with them in order to help continue their fight against the UNSC, but ultimately they were just used and betrayed in the end in some of the novels anyways.
See, that would have been some really fucking awesome backstory to have for potentially really good story involving Master Chief.
It was all a great team. They were the covert ops team of Spartans that were assigned to that went in that, and they made the ultimate sacrifice in order to uproot the Covenant plot.
What they did was intentionally did that.
Welcome back, Selena.
Welcome back. To trash the fans. They did that intentionally to give a FU to the fans.
Yep.
But
Speaking of which, I was going to say real quick, Tiny, if you ever wanted to, the Halo, without even playing the games, the novels are fantastic.
They're really,
if you
really
ever
good.
wanted
Yeah.
to, if you ever wanted to read them, I think I've got all of them. They're freaking fantastic.
Well, I used to
Tiny.
watch Red versus Blue.
Cosplay.
So I know a
OnlyFans.
little tiny bit about
Red
that.
versus Blue. Oh man, do we want to talk about
Red versus Blue. Oh, nothing will ever be as good as Red versus Blue season 1.
No,
Season 1 was
that
so
was
good.
fucking perfect. Comedic
My
genius
ex
all the
fiance
way
and I
through.
used to watch it together, and we got each other shirts for our birthdays. And I got him I Like Me, and he got me Chupa Thingy.
Chupa Thingy.
Yes.
But yeah,
I will have to argue on.
It looks like a pig, though. It looks more like a lion. Like I'd call it a puma. The fuck's a puma? It's like a lion, only white. That's not
I haven't.
a thing.
I don't think I've watched. Dude, I've got to. I've watched some of it, I think, but I hadn't watched all of it.
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic.
It's like ice cream social.
I think I was drinking when that came
It
out.
gets actually. I think the culmination of the O'Malley arc was my favorite part of Red versus.
Oh my
Blue.
That was
God.
pretty funny. Yeah.
But I was also going to add on too is like, okay, if you really cared about an IP and like you want to make your own thing, you do something like Mega XLR, right? Which is it's a fun parody of all the like
mecha
Voltron, all the giant mechs, car video games and everything. Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, you and Diesel turned me on to that show.
Quick, save
Man,
the
that
world!
show
Oh
was
crap! Where did I put that button? Destroy the world. Destroy the world
Oh,
harder.
Vegas
destroy the world
XLR.
more.
Vegas
Save the world. The button's been
XLR,
ripped
dude.
out from the console.
I love the missiles. More missiles. All the missiles.
You got Venture
He's got a
Brothers.
button for everything.
Like,
exactly.
For instance, you got Venture Brothers, which is a tribute to
Oh my
Johnny
God.
Quest, right?
Johnny Quest. Yep.
Without it calling it Johnny Quest, it was like, what if we make the characters this way or whatever, right? Hanna-Barbera.
Venture Brothers is
basically-
it's not
they have
just Johnny
basically-
Quest. They hit so many fucking buttons. Fantastic Four.
I mean, they
fucking
even brought in a
Marvel,
Johnny
Golden
Quest
Age
trope.
DC.
Yeah, they brought in
Action
Johnny Quest, and he was like, "Oh, he's like all burnt out."
Right.
Yeah.
Johnny, heroin addict.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Action
so you got
Johnny.
the Velma series, right? You know what the Velma series could have done is something like drawn together, right? They could have
Yeah.
done something like that. Like,
Yeah.
Or
something
the
that-
Velma series could have even done something like to the tune of Venture Brothers, just made it a parody.
Yeah.
Like, and they should have just called it Mindy because it was the character was
Yeah.
not Velma, it was Mindy
She's a
Kaling.
fucking narcissist. Jesus.
yeah. But like, okay,
Yeah,
when you
sorry.
watch Hanna-Barbera cartoons, right?
But
so
then again, what do
they-
you get when her breakout show was called The Mindy Show?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Apparently, it
I'm
was
you
funny,
got,
but I just wasn't
That woman
interested.
has a level of narcissism that I cannot.
And I don't
stand.
even understand why, because she's rather. Bleh.
I mean, well, she
But, like,
she
you got
co-wrote
Scooby-Doo,
The Office,
right?
so I mean that's something.
Okay,
I-
like,
Oh,
hate
she
Philadelphia
co-wrote. She co-wrote a
Johnson.
few episodes. They act like she made up the show that was
No.
made before she was even an actress. And
Oh, I mean, it was Greg Daniels, BJ Novak, but Mindy Kaling was in the writers' room, and so there, yeah, it was Greg Daniels, BJ Novak, Mindy Kaling, and the guy who plays
well, shit.
Toby.
Kathleen Kennedy was in Lucasfilm forever. He's
But
the creator
she
of
wasn't
it.
She was the secretary
Well,
getting
she was a
coffee.
producer. She's not a credited writer, and like, well, I mean, Mindy did write actually a lot of really well-known Office episodes, like some of the better ones. But then again, Greg Daniels, Mike Schur, everyone else wrote other iconic Office episodes. So it was a collaborative effort. It wasn't just her talent.
Well,
Everybody chimed in. Everybody helped
like,
co-write the scripts in one way or another.
Nemesis can also tune into this because you're also in the gaming industry, right? So it's like you got a board of people that are like working on something. So there's already a guidelines that's like before you even hop on the project of what you can't change, what stuff you can work through and stuff like that. And and within those guidelines, you have to write your story within that if you're making anything new.
And not
in
only
there,
that,
right?
story is the least important fucking part of the game. It is literally something that you can just put off to the very end. What you need to have at your core is the system, the user interface, and the overall objective and levels. And
So-
story is an
yeah,
afterthought.
Yeah, so when I worked on so when I went to school and stuff for games, basically before you even start making things in 3D, you make it as a paper down board game, right? Of do these mechanics work in the first place? And is our game fun? After that, then we add the story to that and build up from there. Other than that, if the core mechanics don't work, before you spend all this money on 3D assets and stuff, you could throw away that piece of paper and start a new one.
Yeah, the story is just aesthetics. That's all it really is when you boil it down.
Yeah.
I mean, even when it comes to RPGs like Final Fantasy VII, it is turn-based strategy. You can boil it down to fucking rock, paper, scissors that takes turns.
Right. Metal Gear, if you've ever played, there's a board game called Nuns on a Run. It's if you can find that board game, it's really fun. If you find that board game, let me know because I'm trying to buy it.
Speaking of which, we should do some kind of gaming thing at some point. That would be fun.
I still want to do Goose Goose Duck.
Yeah. I was surprised. I was like, all right, I'm good this week.
We could probably do it this weekend.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. I was gonna get a lot of stuff done this week, but then
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
We got a thunderstorm tomorrow.
I leave Friday, so. So next Friday is when I'm leaving. So.
Okay, hey, when does everybody on the panel right now gaming stream? What night works best for you? And let's dwindle it down.
Or what day works better? Whatever.
Yes.
Probably
Sunday.
Mondays or Tuesdays. But I mean,
I can't game.
That's just for me.
Oh, you'll be able to do this. It's super easy.
Yeah, you can download Steam. Goose Goose Duck is free for everyone.
Yep.
Doing it right
and
now.
it's not hard. It's just you're just making a little character walk around.
From getting Steam onto my laptop because the last 2 times I tried, it did not work out well.
It probably crashed.
Sure,
It will
Are
make
you
it go
using
a
a
little
MacBook?
slow.
Are you using a MacBook?
No, I'm on I guess
Windows.
technically Windows and Android stuff.
It's
How
a
does this
Chromebook.
Sunday at 6 p.m. PST sound?
This Sunday?
That worked for me.
Yeah,
I
should be
think I'm
okay.
free this Sunday.
I'm so sorry.
All right,
that'd be
cool.
9.
We're doing it
Hold on,
Sunday.
let me check on that. I actually might
okay.
have something Sunday evening that I need to take care of.
Okay, we will adjust.
Okay,
I-
so are we using StreamYard still, or do we do
You said
OBS
6
or
p.m. PST?
Yeah.
All right, that should be 9 o'clock my time. I think mine is at 7. I should be done within 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be good in 2 hours.
All right. Yeah, I've never streamed a game before. This will be my first venture at it.
Same here. So I'm using Discord and probably figure it out from there.
So I think as long as I can share the screen, it should be fine.
Okay. Well, you're probably sharing your own screen. We probably all stream in on our own platform, so we don't see each other's stream. Because part of Goose Goose Duck, you got these abilities. It's like Among Us. Yeah. So you don't want so all of us shouldn't be looking at Iron Screen because we have to be on our own screens because we don't want to guess who's who pretty much. Because the way it's different than Among Us is everyone has their own ability. So one person might be a sheriff where they could shoot a duck, but you're not going to tell everyone else you're the sheriff, or you might for your depending on what strategy you are. And you
All
have
right,
the
Yeah, it's just like Mafia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and he left. Well, I was about to say we had a strange visitor from beyond.
He's
Yeah,
coming
it's-
back from the races, but
Basically, Goose Duck is Mafia, but live action.
Nice.
Yeah.
Instead of taking turns between nighttime, daytime, discussing, voting people out as a lynch mob, instead it's all right. We run around. Hopefully, we don't get shanked by a person because we were caught outside of things while we're
Is
doing
this
our
like
objectives.
Among Us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's exactly like Among Us, but with little extra abilities and cooler stuff on the
that
map.
sounds like fun.
Yeah,
All right,
and-
we're going
I
to
mean,
figure it out Saturday, or I'm sorry, Sunday.
All right, Sunday.
Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That works
yeah.
for me. My shit's at 7.
Hey.
I will be done within that time frame.
Okay.
All right, if you're not done, we'll wait, man.
Yeah,
It'll be
we
fine.
can.
Oh,
We
it's
can
fine.
work
You
it.
guys can play some rounds before I join.
Well,
Yeah,
even
it's-
that.
it's your
it's gonna
going
be all
away
our
party.
first times. we're gonna be like trying to do like all of us trying to figure it out or whatever.
Yeah.
So in between now and then, we'll help everybody that needs help get it installed. Diesel and Tiny.
Wait, my computer like may decide to stroke out, man. Like I can just hear. I don't know if you can hear the computer fan sounds like a plane flying by. And like whenever I move it to a different screen, I can hear it like slowing down, and I'm just like,
it has a good chance of running. It's a low resource game.
No, I mean if I try to install anything, the computer will crash.
Fair enough.
I gotta wipe the drive again because like
I have not been acknowledging the chat. Everybody, I apologize.
Yeah,
hey, what Real Walden Nation Gaming? Okay, cool.
Real Wade Nation Gaming.
Oh, Real Wide Nation. Thank you.
Wade.
I didn't see him in the chat. Also, hi, Mr. Scott.
and like Anvac, yeah, thanks for the compliment on the
Yes.
shirt, brother. I couldn't see him on the YouTube chat. I saw him on our comment thing, but it's weird, man. It's like it's freaking got gremlins in it.
Take this evil bitch off the screen here. We don't need to see it. Sarkeesian. She had her 41st birthday and pretended it was a wedding to make
So for her birthday, she pretended to be happy for once. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
What's even
No,
worse?
Did you see
it's
the
even-
meme where it was like the Wolverine meme with the picture frame? And
Hell,
her
you're
head-
sick, Professor
her
Savage.
lip.
You are a rogue, my friend.
I saw a really great meme of
If
her
you can
with,
come back, I'll make
little
sure I get you
Sargon.
in and not
Hey, so
fuck it up. What up,
oh
Selena?
oh no, I was just gonna say just careful talking over because I can when I'm watching you on the screen when you were talking like I can't everybody like blends into each other.
Yeah, we're all terrible
no,
at
no,
this.
no,
We talk over each other.
No, I'm
and-
just no.
My scientific name is Interruptus obnoxianus.
It
I'm just letting you
is.
know.
It is.
Let's just watch this
having a
real
large
quick.
panel stream.
Yes, it is true.
It's only 16 seconds just to get it out the way.
All right.
A remix that I just finished this weekend and no one else has seen. One person has seen it. It's a soundtrack of one song, except I'm doing video games. So it's not exactly a fandom. I'm not a fan of video games. I actually had to learn a lot about video games in the process of making this.
That's exactly.
What we have here.
Oh
is a-
God, Rand Paul.
What is he doing here?
Oh, he's just bitching about negligent spending as usual.
Yeah.
Good.
But that pretty much sums it up. It's people that don't care about whether it's Anita Sarkeesian in video games, whether it's somebody in comic books, movies, science fiction. No, it doesn't matter what it is. They don't care about these things. They're there to inject social change through these popular properties.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What's
co-ops
just
can
kinda
corrupt
crazy to
and
me-
control.
Yeah, what's just so crazy to me is that this isn't. Nobody on the ground is demanding this. Gamers don't want this. In fact, gamers have been telling these people over and over and over again, "Stay the fuck away from our hobbies."
I
Stay the
am
fuck
so
away from
fucking
gaming."
surprised
It's all
the
come
Final
from the
Fan-
top down.
I'm so fucking surprised the Final Fantasy community managed to fight them off of the whole Barrett fiasco in the first game.
Yeah.
They were going hard at that, but we managed to fight them off.
Yeah.
Even Magic the Gathering
What,
wasn't
what
safe,
was the
right?
problem with Barrett? What was their argument?
They saw him as some kind of racist caricature of some big dumb black guy. He's just the big old.
Barrett's not dumb at all.
He's not
Yeah,
dumb
no,
at all. He's the leader of the whole fucking thing. He's the one that organizes.
He's-
I don't know, not one, but two, but three.
He's heated and passionate, and even in Rebirth, they expanded his role in character death, which was great for him.
Which was already pretty great because he had him and Dine's relationship and Carell was pretty awesome. We're talking about the first game, the PlayStation
Yeah.
game. How
And
he
not-
comes to
in
have
the first
Marlene as a
game-
daughter is pretty. It's a sweet, heartwarming tale. The guy's a
In
hero.
the first game, he fell into the backside as soon as you left Midgar. You reach the ground level after the highway, and then it's like everyone's voting on who's going to be the leader. Barrett steps up because he's like, "Oh, I'm the leader of Avalanche. The obvious choice is me." And then everyone's like, we think it should be Cloud." And then after that, it's just, all right, he's done.
Yeah, he willfully gives up power which is kind of
Yeah.
funny. You'd never see a feminist say that.
he got way more freaking character, and the fact that no one really forced him into the background like in the first game. He actually had more of a presence in Rebirth.
Mhm.
He had more presence in Midgar and Remake.
Yeah.
I even thought Barrett was a fucking badass and great character in the first game, so I didn't.
What game are you talking about?
Remake
Final
kind of
Fantasy VII.
does, Remake kind of does some
Lee
stupid
Mags.
things with him. In my opinion, because there's so many times he's in a
Join.
public place. He's
Put the link
talking
in the
about
chat.
Avalanche is awesome. They're like, Barrett, shut up. He's like in a public place. Like, dude, they're not. But it's like it's a Final Fantasy game. I don't take it so seriously. But I'm like, it kind of took me out for a minute because I've been playing through it again. He's way too vocal with everybody around him.
It reminded me of Final Fantasy VII Abridged that Team 4-Star did. Where it's like, how could they find us? Well, your hideout was connected to a pinball machine.
Yeah. It's those games are as weeby as hell, and I love them. And the remakes are weeby as hell, and I still love them. It's so much fun.
They have done a great job with the remakes, and I can't wait for the final part. The final part, I think is going to be the tits. I can't wait to see what they do with it.
Oh man, the fight with Sephiroth is going to be nuts,
dude. You
get Bizarro Sephiroth at the end of this one.
Look,
if
man,
you guys think that's a spoiler alert, then fuck.
Well,
congratulations, you were able to not look at the internet harder than I was.
Yeah, like it's kind of I don't know. I don't really know how they, because I haven't played Rebirth. I mean, I don't care about spoilers, but it's just kind of strange to me. Oh yeah, I gave him the cover material all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of strange to me that they're making all these different changes with alternate realities and things existing that didn't exist in the first game. That I just thought was kind of weird why they did that.
It was weird, but then you kind of recognize that they gave the title remake, not remaster.
It's true. Yeah.
See, you guys need to talk to Mags, and y'all can Final Fantasy nerd out, man.
I mean,
we get Daryl in on this, and we would go for hours.
Well, I don't know if you want me on because I'm probably one of the only people on planet Earth who actually likes Final Fantasy 13.
You
what about
bastard.
Legend of
I fucking by the power of friendship, he smites God. Fuck that shit.
I mean, come on, 6 is no better with that shit. But also 10 is no better either. Just saying.
6 at least didn't really have a main character.
This is true. Yeah, this is true. But like, I don't know, it just reminded me of a stupid Saturday morning anime, and I like the world, I like the technology. It just appealed to me as a brainless game to play.
I like. There are
hey, speaking of Saturday morning anime, do y'all remember the thing that Toonami used to do on Saturdays with Dragon Ball Z? It was called like Sunrise or something. It was like, and it had the music, man. You remember that stuff? It would come on because I used to wake up like, because I was living in this trailer with my roommate at the time, and yeah, man, in college, like it would come on, and I'd get up early, like crack open a beer or something, and be like, shh, watch the early morning like Dragon Ball Z. It was like I forgot what it was called, but I used to have the music to it. It was like.
Rising Sun.
Your Rising Sun. That's it, man. That's it. That's it. That was bad, dude. That just reminded me of that.
See, the cool thing about the 90s. Sorry. Oh, my bad.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was just saying the cool thing about like anime in the 90s and 80s when Americans dubbed it was the intros. They all rocked them out or whatever.
Yes, they did. I love the ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z, man, with the freaking Rock the Dragon. They put the guitar music in it.
Oh, fuck
dope,
yeah,
man. Dragon Ball Z.
Does anybody love the One Piece rap but me? It always just appealed to me.
I didn't get into One Piece like everyone else did.
I'm a huge One Piece fan, but I don't know the One Piece rap.
Also, too,
where they basically describe the characters in it. Oh yeah.
Yes. Who's got to go? Jack?
Yeah.
He has to return to his coffin.
He's been waiting patiently and politely for us to all just quit nerding out and give him a moment to speak.
It's 3:30 in the morning here, and I've got to be up to do stuff with my kid. And I'm dropping to sleep here, actually.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Leave.
Well,
Don't put
thank
me on
you.
the big
Jack.
screen on the jumbotron. I hate
Go
being
be
on
a
the
good
fucking
parent.
jumbotron.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
sign
hate it.
out, man. Just give us a good
I
old.
haven't
What's
I
going
haven't got a
on?
girl to kiss. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise,
The
it works,
jumbotron.
You can borrow MSK's
Yeah,
pillow.
come and find me on Twitter at JackTarLad, and you can find me on my own channel. I'm usually on the Common Nerds Wednesday night stream, the same as Diesel, and I'm here as well on a Friday. So check me out and things and stuff.
Get in touch.
Awesome.
Sweet, sweet,
Thank you,
Jack. Have a
Jack.
good night.
Let's go.
Have a good night,
All right.
everyone. I'll see you
Good night,
soon.
love.
Thanks.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Jack, have a good one, man.
No.
Bye.
And we're all a little less civilized.
What do we do now? We're down a Brit, and now the mood's just changed.
Yeah, now we're all a little less
You know what you talked about
civilized.
teams in
Quick,
general
throw the
before?
teams to the harbor.
I'm going to bring my extended version of Settlers of Catan to Vegas.
Oh,
So
why?
we go to Vegas.
Oh,
We're playing
God,
Settlers
you guys
of
will never finish.
How about I'll bring Scythe and we actually have fun.
Damn it, you guys are all getting
I'm
to
sorry.
hang out.
I'm sorry. I don't
You know
care.
what?
I
You know what?
hate Settlers. I tried it. Everybody that played it took advantage.
That'd be
Everybody
a
that played it
genius
would take
thing to do
advantage.
for the casinos. Is create a Settlers of Catan table.
That
Is
would be
there any
fun.
cheap
so
hotels?
bad.
Any cheap hotels? Because I'm probably going to fly there. Was the 10th and then leave right after on the 11th or 12th or something.
That's probably what I'm gonna have to do if I am able to go.
Here's a funny story. I just posted my favorite hotel that's right on Fremont Street. That's actually very inexpensive and actually nice. Called the Gold Spike at Oasis.
Let me put notes in here.
And I'm still waiting for my endorsement from them, by the way. But every fucking buddy that I just posted that, and then everybody they booked that fucking place out. But I do know some others. No, but I know
I
some
usually get some
other
good
ones.
deals at Gold Nugget.
If you can get on the Gold Spike, that's actually where everybody is fucking staying.
Okay. Well, shoot,
if
other
you
than that,
can't-
I probably
I
to
know
go
some
to
other
the,
places.
At the airport, go back and forth from the airport.
Wait, Vagabond,
No,
did you
fuck
say you're leaving
No,
on the
no, no.
11th?
Well, I don't know, probably the 12th. I haven't bought my tickets yet. I'm
Oh,
planning
because
to
I think that's when the meetup is. But I mean, you didn't get a VIP, right?
No, I didn't. I wasn't able to RSVP, so I was just gonna do because you know how they normally
The
do
after
like
parties.
that.
Oh, the
yeah,
day
after
2 one,
party.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like okay, everyone's meeting up here, so I'll just be there or whatever.
Yeah, it's both on the 10th and the 11th.
Excalibur's always cheap. Circus is cheap, but don't go to Circus. Just don't do it.
What,
Full
like
of AIDS
hole in
and
the
bed
walls?
bugs.
It's not as
So
good
I-
as when my parents got married there. No.
It was like
Yeah,
I
no,
go out,
it used to be fucking nice, man.
Hmm.
Hey, that's what
Excalibur's
Darnell
not
said he
nice.
got married at that place.
it's like, hey, you guys gonna switch out these needles that were in the bed.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd like to get different types of AIDS.
Actually, it's not the hotel upkeep. It's more like, do you want to like have anything happen between you getting to your room and checking in and walking into the building?
There's places in
is,
Dallas like that.
I mean-
It's bad.
Is it a carry state or what?
That's what I was.
Oh, yeah.
That was just about to
No,
ask
it
the
is.
same
is.
thing.
But they
It
hold
is.
shot
Yeah,
show
for
in
those
Vegas.
of us
People
who are
literally get to
flying
walk
in.
in there armed.
I love it. Vagabond
Yeah.
just that's the South right there, man. It's just like, hey, can you carry there?
Actually, Circus, yeah, fuck it. It's not that bad. I mean,
I
You
carried
just
in
said
Cali.
stay away. So.
just
So,
recommend it.
when I-
The station.
Yeah, when I flew to San Diego, I carried the whole time. I didn't care. I
If
was
anything,
like,
I would recommend just getting something closer on the downtown area, no matter what, because then you're closer to everybody. Like, because the further out you are, the harder it's gonna be. I mean, you could make it downtown, but it's probably gonna be super busy that weekend.
Selena,
probably
what's
see
that
me carry,
one?
like,
That one with the Spanish name? We went to a party there. Fucking after a concert was. What the fuck?
You went to a party?
What's it called? Well, I mean, kind of. We just we went up there. We just fucking hung out with
Gosh,
some
I don't
Canadians
remember.
after a Blink concert.
Remember.
And
Fry up
nothing.
some
It
back
wasn't
bacon
that
and
kind
drink
of
some
party.
beer.
Stop it.
Fry up some back bacon and drink some beer.
Well, shoot. The other thing is,
Yeah.
if I know some people already got a hotel, I'll probably just throw some cash their way. Like, hey, let me crash in or something.
Yeah, that'll work too.
If I'm able to
But
go,
anyway,
you know.
we'll help. Well, dude. Oh, you're not going, Strider?
I don't know because that is like right before tax time, and because I work in the financial industry, it could get hairy, and especially because if I can't get clearance from my boss, then probably I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so that's the only hesitation. I kind of forgot about that tax time.
I wish that I had clipped Jack's explanation of how to get out of work for that.
That would have been great.
Oh, the hotel you're talking about is
so,
okay.
hey, I hear what you're saying,
My
but
mom
hey,
just
I'm in
said there's
Vegas.
actually room still available at the Gold Spike, right? Not a lot, but there's a
There
couple rooms
are
actually
rooms.
available right now.
Yeah.
She's on the computer.
Oh well,
Go to the Gold Spike. That's where everybody gals go. Fuck, we're doxing people. We shouldn't be.
Doggone it! This I'm
A
so
lot of
sad.
people are
They're
going,
not. They're going to be everywhere else.
You know what? Fuck it. Nobody's watching this shit.
No, he was saying
Actually, there's like
Dawson's
300
Creek.
people watching on Twitter.
Oh, damn it.
Just say.
Well, we've already
he was
made a
saying
lot of enemies
Creek.
today, so.
Oh, what's up, Twitter people?
Yeah, almost 400 people.
It was the one hotel you were talking about on Fremont, El Cortez.
Yes. El
Yes,
Cortez.
thank you. That's the one.
they got rooms available for $31 right now.
Yeah, and they're not bad. They're not bad at all.
And then I'll probably.
I mean,
go
they're
one of those.
old.
Hey,
The pictures look nice.
I rented hotels in Mexico, so that's nothing bad.
The
Actually,
I've stayed at a lot of the hostels. Well, long before I got sick, I used to travel a lot, and I stayed at a lot of hostels. So.
Oh, I'm just gonna say, the best hotels I've actually been in
Fuck
were in
that.
Mexico. Like
Actually,
I was like the
I
first.
used a hostel in Vegas once. I was.
I think El
in
Cortez got a
18 and
makeover
half,
recently.
and they wouldn't let me stay
They
in any of the
did.
hotels because I wasn't 21.
Oh, what place is the place from South Park with the nachos that Cartman always likes?
Casa Bonita.
Is that in that's in Las
Colorado.
Vegas?
That's in
It's in
Colorado.
Colorado.
Oh,
It's in
well,
Denver.
never mind.
No, yeah,
I've been there
Colorado.
twice.
And, one in Oklahoma. That's all that's left.
And they
there's
do
not one in
have a
Oklahoma anymore.
waterfall for you to jump off.
They do. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. The one in Oklahoma
Just
closed
don't
down
do
a
that
few years
at
ago.
Bass Pro. Was some dude?
No, don't
went
do
at
it.
Bass Pro.
Don't get naked. Yeah, you can get naked and swim in the Bass Pro Shop's fish tank.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Oh man,
Did you see what that dude looked exactly like you thought he would look? Exactly like you thought it would. You heard that? I mean, seriously,
I heard it. I didn't look at
I'm
pictures.
like, I know exactly what this dude looks like, and then I saw the picture and I said, precisely. It's exactly.
I
what
was
it is.
like,
Alabama man gets naked and jumps in a Bass Pro Shop fish tank and swims. Yep.
I'm like in Bass
you
Pro
think.
like every weekend, so I was like, I gotta look this up. I was like, is it Bass? As long as it's not my Bass Pro, because the last thing that happened was my local Chick-fil-A had the angry vegans out there. I was like, damn it.
Oh man.
I missed him. Doggone it! I wanted to go out there and eat food in front of him.
Yeah, I would have. That would have been on my bucket list.
Sit there and eat a sandwich in front of them while they're screaming like a Chad. Yum.
But like, so the thing is, like here in Georgia, like I mean, they can probably get away with it more in Atlanta. Like, why you come down here, down this way? Like, we're near a Buc-ee's and stuff. Like, don't try that at Buc-ee's. Man,
No, you'll
Buc-ee's
die.
Buc-ee's ain't got time for that shit. Buc-ee's.
How much does a plane trip cost to go to Vegas, man?
I saw a round trip for
it's probably one of the cheapest in the
bucks.
country right
$164.
Yeah, Vegas.
Yeah.
Is one of the cheapest places
That's
all
not
year.
bad.
It's pretty easy.
Hey, if you're coming down these, let me know.
Yeah, then you guys could share up in the room. I swear to God, we'd put people up if we had, but we're in such a small space. I wish we could.
About it. We're big boys. We can
Like-
handle it.
Like that. That's our living room / bedroom through the door right there, and then we have like a little couch thing right here. That's it.
Dude, you should, man. Let me tell you something. Like a floor would be like, man, that's a nice floor. Yeah, man, I'm a recovering alcoholic. You won't believe the places I've slept. Or seriously, man, I don't even remember a lot of the places I slept, man. But it's just like every once and then I remember.
It's a good night if I was like,
oh my god, I think I remember coming to and people were doing it in the floor in front of me. What the fuck is going on in my life?
I was telling Tiny because we were at a 24-hour coffee shop, or what used to be 24-hour coffee shop, and I used to like do my work there, but the rule is you can't fall asleep. But I would have like a hoodie on, and I have like a pencil in my hand and like my art paper in front of me, and I'll be sleeping like this, so no one would say anything to me. Because like they think I'm awake, but I'm actually like passed out, and I wake up like 7 a.m. Like, oh shit, I was still here.
Damn.
Well, my mom.
Yeah, if you're ever in San Diego, visit Lestat's.
Because we're going to do one of those sit for 90 minutes to listen to a timeshare shit thing.
Oh boy.
Oh, no. They still got those?
Yep.
The thing
Wait,
was,
that's how you're getting your room in Vegas?
and we got one of those phone calls like literally 10 minutes later.
Totally worth it though, man. Dude, I've sat through way worse for 90 minutes.
It's my birthday. Like my birthday is the night.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the worst thing I sat through was the what was it? I went to the San Diego Comic-Con and I went to the wrong line. I was trying to get to the convention, and I actually went to the line to get stuck into the Dexter seminar. I'd never seen one episode of Dexter. And
I've never seen it either. You might stuck in Dexter.
Hey, the first 4 seasons of Dexter are peak.
Really
fucking
good.
dope. They're
I
great.
fucked up my
So-
sleep schedule because of it.
so-
Like I went 3 days without sleep just binging Dexter.
Fuck yes.
So, but if you're ain't familiar with this, like going to the seminar halls in the San Diego Comic-Con, once the doors close, you're not allowed to leave. So you have to sit there for the whole seminar. So it's like,
fuck.
I'm sitting here and I can't leave. I'm listening to a bunch of shit. I have no clue what
no
the hell
idea
they're
what's
talking
going
about.
on, man.
Oh
It's
no.
Like they would show an image on the screen and everyone's screaming out the side and stuff. And I'm sitting there like, huh. And then then the guy who's the actual star Dexter came out and everyone's screaming. I'm sitting there like a
He's
party
sitting in the
pooper.
chair, just looking around like, oh my god, I'm on an alien planet.
Man, you're lucky. I would have loved that.
Yeah. Oh, I still haven't seen an episode of Dexter. And another time,
But you impress all the Dexter fans. Like I was there when they revealed that.
Yeah.
No idea what it meant.
I did that to my cousin. My cousin's a huge Walking Dead fan, and I've never actually watched any of it. But 3 years in a row, the panel I most wanted to be at was right after the Walking Dead panel at New York Comic Con. And because I'm in the wheelchair, I'm on a different line. And they 3 years in a row, they put me into the Walking Dead panel. And so I always knew what was going to happen in the season before it happened. And I used to tease my cousin because she was a huge fan. And I was like, oh, you know, so-and-so's going to kill someone with a pencil.
With a fucking pencil.
well, like even now is
Fucking
like
John
okay,
Wick.
so here in Georgia, like the Gwinnett County Mall, that's where they filmed that one show everyone liked on Netflix with the kids. With
Stranger Things?
Yeah, Stranger Things. I never seen an
Overrated
episode
as
of that.
hell.
I've been in the
Overrated
mall
as
where
hell.
they blocked. Yeah, then there's a town here in Georgia where they film all the Walking Dead or whatever at in one of the seasons. So like the whole town's named for the Walking Dead or whatever. I haven't seen any episode of The Walking Dead ever.
Y'all ever seen that movie Big Fish?
No.
Tim Burton movie?
Don't think so.
Maybe.
Had you and McGregor in it?
That name doesn't sound familiar. I have to see a picture.
Yeah, it was it's kind of a weird movie. It's filmed in like Wetumpka, where I used to live. One of the dudes that was in it was like next door to me at my work. It was
Cool. Oh, Tiny, since you're in Dago, you got to eat at this place called Los Cuatro Milpas. It's right under the Chicano Park Bridge. You'll see a line, but don't worry about the line. It goes real fast. And get 2 chicken tacos, and you'll be happy.
All right, can you text me that information? Because you got my number.
Yes. Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to remember that.
Yeah, I wanted to go there, but I didn't. I was stuck to everyone else's schedule. but like, shoot, I'm like, this Canadian club. I'm still trying to finish this shit, but like, I should have bought Jack Daniels. I would have been done with that.
Oh,
I'd have been done with that in a day and a half.
It's just okay. So this girl, everyone's like, I think Strider, you're the one that told me it'd be smoother, right? This Canadian whiskey.
Yeah, it's typically the smoothest. It's kind of
Man,
blended.
this stuff, I hated this stuff. I was like, man, I should have spent more money and got me some Jack Daniels. I don't know this. I don't like the taste of this one.
What brand is it?
Canadian Club.
Oh God, damn! You're drinking Canadian Club?
Yeah, I was like,
like Rich and Rare or something like that.
That's like below well.
Oh no!
Is it? Wait, is that Canadian
You
Mist?
got the shit.
Oh,
It's right along with Canadian Mist.
Yeah, man, that's some of that stuff that's like, shoot, man, I'd be drinking that. You remember Aristocrat? I love Aristocrat vodka. That shit makes it like Aristocrat. I don't know Aristocrat drinking that dog shit, man. That stuff is like that and fart.
Isopropyl alcohol tastes better than this shit.
Well, yeah. But definitely,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I could probably. I don't know, man. I've tried it all pretty much.
Like Aristocrat is pretty much well vodka, and a lot of the places I worked at, but Canadian Club is like
Yeah,
we wouldn't
not
even bring
too
that
well.
shit in if they didn't have the already lowest grade shit you could get.
Well, the chick at the store told me everyone liked it, so I was like, it was cheaper. I'll let me try it. I was like,
That's
whatever.
probably why everybody. The liking is directly
I've drank
proportional
a
to the price.
shit ton of Canadian Club. It'll get the job done. It's just you're not going to enjoy it while it happens.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like it needs to be like Smirnoff. It just tastes delicious in every sip, and like
If you want some really good vodka, like probably the best one I've ever had is Ocean vodka. So it's done. It's brewed in It's not brewed. It's distilled in Hawaii, and it is delicious. It's almost like has a pineapple charcoal aftertaste, just a little bit. It is smooth and easy drinking. It's delicious. Like but the bottle is like this big old globe too. It's pretty awesome.
Like it don't need to be smooth. It just needs to taste good. Like
it tastes great.
It tastes like rubbing alcohol.
Vodka,
Pop Off is better than Canadian Club.
Seriously?
Yeah.
All that shit's bad for you, man. It all tastes like man.
Of
I don't know.
course,
I
it's
wasn't
all-
worried about
it's all
taste.
poison.
I was just-
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I should cut down the drinking. I get like the acid reflex in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you get the shakes and you can't eat anything until you drink a bunch of alcohol and like you're throwing up while you're drinking it, trying to keep some alcohol down so that you can try to get some food in your. Yeah, probably not. Probably
I'm
not.
not-
But if you are, you might have a problem, man. Just saying.
But I'm at the stage where it's like, as soon as I'm not doing anything, I was like, damn, I need some alcohol in here. It's
Dude, no. My biggest problem with drinking is boredom. Like once I get just a little I really want to or even I'm not bored. I just want to fucking focus in on do something. I think alcohol would make me making a solo video for the first time ever go a lot smoother. Then Tuesday, my second show, I think it was week 2 happened, and that was the one where I'm like falling asleep and
Yep, I remember that.
Yep.
It was fun though. It was fun. I was also kind of halfway.
It was a learning experience.
Redance with whiskey again for the first time in a few years. Like
I ain't gonna
fucking
lie though.
light beer is the only thing I'm allowed to have on my diet and my life. So
I know this is gonna sound weird, but you know how people get mad at make fun of Ricada for licking the bottle. I'm like, if I'm not sharing, I'm licking every drop too.
No,
I think it's like a weird superstition thing when it comes to like whiskey snobs do that licking the bottle thing. And I'm not talking shit against any whiskey snobs, but I've seen them all do it. It's like some kind of
I like
tapping
whiskey,
the
so
glass
I'd be-
before you
Tapping
take
the
a
glass before you
shot.
take a shot, yeah. Or Letterkenny do it after.
My grandfather died from cirrhosis of the liver. I'll probably go out the same way.
No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Try not to.
You do not.
You know,
don't
you
want to do that.
can, the way that you can not have that happen.
No, I'm just making a joke.
Be
So
sober.
he did.
I hope. You never know anymore. People are weird. People get crazy. Yeah. More people in the world, the better.
I kind of suspect Vagabond's one of the, like, you're probably drunk all the time and we don't know it.
Yeah, probably.
Like, no, man, I've been drinking since noon. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, I will
He'll be
tell
like,
you.
oh, then he'll
So
come out with.
I was
awesome
at the
story.
Prado when I was in San Diego. It's a fancy restaurant in Balboa Park. So we ordered my dad's favorite drink. It was called Cadillac because we're celebrating his birthday since I wouldn't be there. Whoever that bartender was, like, I could drink all day, but whoever that bartender was, I didn't even get down halfway, and I was like, damn. I was like, I can't even stand up right now. So it's like, I was like, man, normally I would have had a whole bottle before I start feeling like this.
Yeah, I went to a wedding a couple weeks ago, just like that, and it was a lot of people from work, and I don't hang out with people from work very often, but the bartender that they got apparently had a very heavy pour. Everybody was drunk off their ass. Like our back teeth were floating with how much booze we were drinking. It was, and everybody had to be driven home by somebody else, me included. It was so bad. So it was kind of funny because I've never been blackout before, but I got blackout that night, and I hadn't eaten a lot that day. I'd drank even less water, and so I was already primed for a bad night. But the next day, the bride and groom came up, because I work with the bride and groom. They came up to me at lunch like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" Like, "Oh shit, what happened? Oh fuck,
Those
what happened?"
So good, man.
Like,
when you come out, when you get shit faced at either an event with a bunch of friends or family, and then the next day they have that, "How you doing today?"
Yeah,
Like,
see,
oh,
I remember
happened?
why. That's the thing. I do remember why, because I think I cried at one point.
The main thing that
It was
messes
really
me up
sad
is
that night. I don't know why. Felt
is
bad.
edibles. Edibles
Oh.
messed me up. Like,
No.
I was working, and this chick I knew gave me a cookie, and it was after the concert was over. I was just like, I was in the zone, sweeping in like 90-degree angles, like my whole body's moving. So the one person I worked with, like, he came up to me. I had no clue what the hell he said. I just responded yes, and it seemed like the right answer. I kept sweeping and stuff, and then I'm like in the Matrix, is dodging like walls and stuff at like 90 degrees, and all of a sudden it's like, hey man, I think you should just go home. Like, we'll take care of it from here. I was like, you sure? He's like, yeah, just go home. And so like, I get home, like the Matrix stuff is like the crazy stuff, because it's like sometimes I don't remember walking in the hallways and stuff. I just appear in certain areas. Like, did I even walk through the kitchen?
That's because your short-term memory is so messed up. You're so high, you can't remember what you did 3 seconds ago, and you appear suddenly in another room, but you don't remember walking there because you're so high.
I mean, you're probably one of the most interesting people ever, so you probably don't walk anywhere. You probably just appear places. And you just think it's like Jumper. You think about a place and you're there. All of a sudden, how the hell did I get here? I don't remember this.
No, that happened to me one time. I was at this event, and like, it was like a drumming event with like a bunch of Ross and stuff. Smoked the whole day, no problem. But there's this lady that we know that her name is Bobby. There's legendary stories about her brownies, and I didn't know she made the brownies, and I ate one. My friend Pablo was like it was these tiny little heart-shaped brownies, and then my friend Pablo, I go, hey Pablo, what's with the brownies? Oh, they're these vegan brownies. Let's get one. So we get this brownie, and like, I literally pick it up, and I'm watching everyone only taking like tiny pieces of it. It's like the size of an Oreo. And I'm like, you know what? It must be a really good brownie. They're just savoring the taste. So I just tossed the whole thing in my mouth, right? And then I get in my car, and like, I get in my car. And mind you, I'm going home, and like a 15-minute drive home seems like it's a 15-minute drive. I'm grabbing the steering wheel, and I don't even know if I'm actually holding the steering wheel. It's like I'm having a dream, or if I'm actually in my car or something. And because like, it's so slow motion, I can't even feel my hands holding the steering wheel. Mind you, I was drumming all day, but it was like, so I start driving, and I had to stare at the speedometer because everything seemed slow motion. Because like, I was like, man, I feel like I'm driving slow, so I'm speeding up, and like, I'm driving 100 and something miles an hour. So I had to like stare at the speedometer and like to make sure I'm getting home, and like, it just seems like it's forever. So I'm calling a friend to tell him how I feel. I was like, hey, and I can't even tell if I'm actually holding the phone in my hand. I see myself dialing buttons, but I can't even actually feel it. So it's like, and then when I'm talking, I don't even know if I'm actually talking to my mouth. It's like I'm looking at my forehead and I'm just imagining me talking. And so, and I was like, so I hung up. I was like, did I even actually have a conversation? Like, I'm questioning myself, staring at the speedometer. And I was like, you know what? I need to call Pablo, because my friend Pablo, he's this Peruvian guy. And anytime he gets high, he always crashes. So I was like, oh, I need to call Pablo and tell him to pull over. I was like, no, I can't call Pablo, because if I call Pablo, he's just going to answer the phone while he's driving and crash anyway. I'm just going to pray that Pablo makes it home okay. So I get.
Does this last name Escobar by any chance? That's what this brownie sounded like.
So I get home, and like driving home seemed like a whole hour, right? And mind you, it's a 15-minute drive. And I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, okay, I need to get this out of me. So I down like a whole glass of orange juice and take in like a spoonful of honey. And then next thing you know, I'm standing in front of my bed. Like the whole memory of the hallway never even happened. And I set my laptop up exactly where I would put it and everything. I'm like, oh shit. So the last thing I remember was like, I turn on the TV and I put in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. That's my favorite high movie. And and so I'm telling you, that and Beavis and Butthead Do America is like the best high movies ever. So and so the next thing I know, my mom comes home. I'm like, oh shit, I can't let her know that like I'm smoking. So I try to be normal. So I like run to the front door. It's not even normal for me. I'm like, hi mom. And so and so
let me play it off.
So my mom, she just smells like cigarettes, so I know she was at the casino, so she can't smell me. And like
nice.
And so I know she was gambling, and she can't drive, so she was drinking. So she goes, hey, I need you to go pick up your brother. And I was like,
oh,
where's
fuck?
He at? And so my eyes lit up like, where's he at? Oh, he's at his girlfriend's house. That's like a whole nother 15-minute drive. So I was like, okay. And I didn't want my mom to know. So of course I said, all right. I hop in my car, and it seemed, I swear to you, it's like still same thing. Time is moving so slow. So it was like, it set like a whole hour for me to get there. Like I felt like I could have drove to LA and back already, right?
No, did you stare at all the buttons and dials? Like, I don't know how to operate this thing.
Well, no.
What does this big circle in front of me do?
Why am I in an airplane? I can't land this.
No, so I'm literally like I have to hold the steering wheel like this and stare at the speedometer to make sure I'm driving the speed limit. And so, like, because then if I just look at the road, I'm like, I'm going to be driving like 100 miles an hour when the speed limit's 65. So, right. And so I pick up my brother and his girlfriend, and they hop in my car and they say hi to me. I don't even say anything back to them. I'm just holding the steering wheel like this. It's like so I know what they're thinking. I was like,
Terminator.
Yeah,
you can hear their thoughts.
So same thing. I drove home. And it was an awkward silence because I wouldn't talk to them. And so I get to the house. I was like, all right, I'm just going to go pass out and sleep. So I was like, hopefully no one asked me for jack shit. And so I wake up in the morning. So I wake up in the morning, like I'm totally fine. I was like, oh man, Pablo. So I called Pablo and I was like, oh, Pablo, did you eat that brownie? That was Bobby's brownie. Did you know? He's like, yeah, I found out. And I was like, well, what'd you do? He's like, oh, I pulled over to go to sleep. I was like, okay, cool. Because I was like, I didn't know what I was going to do. If I was like, I was going to call you, but I was afraid you would answer the phone while you're driving.
Man, let me tell you something, dude. I remember one time, dude, like, it wouldn't be like, I'll get somebody else to drive. Fuck no, man. I have thrown up driving before. Open the door and thrown up
the other night too.
Driving, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Everyone's, yeah, dude, and this, like, man, good grief. I should be dead 1,000 times over. If I remember some of these stories, I can tell you, holy shit, dude. Oh, man. Killed my muscle car. Freaking, let me tell you something, dude. Killed my muscle car, blacking out on Xanax and drinking. hit a cinder block mailbox, but like I told everybody, I missed a deer. See, when you're in the South, when you fuck up your car, you can just say it was a
That's a
deer. It
legitimate
doesn't matter
excuse.
where it is, you can just say it's a deer.
But it's
you
in
know the
back
funny
of the
thing?
car. Oh, it's a deer.
Of all the
Killed the
places,
car. I mean, it was a cinder block mailbox. If I'd have been in my car now, I would be dead. It took my
Ain't that good off.
71 Buick and bent it like that.
Yeah, of all the places I hit a deer in Encinitas in California.
What?
In San Diego.
What the hell?
You brought it from Georgia.
No, like, man, they don't make cars like they used to. I'm driving a 91 Mazda 626, and I'm doing DoorDash at like midnight at like these rich, fancy areas, and like they're little forests. And this deer jumped in front of my car, and I hit that thing, and I see the deer just skid off the road. I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, so I pull over, and I'm like, I was kind of high a little bit, so I get out the car, and like first I look, the car was perfectly fine, just the front license plate was dented, and that was it. And so I go check on the deer, right? And I'm like talking to the deer, like, "Hey, are you okay?"
Did it talk back to you?
No,
Actually,
dude.
I think I might need a doctor, sir.
Yo, Bambi. Yo. All right.
So I was like, it was just there or whatever. So I was like, damn, I hope it's just stunned or something. So I just picked it up and dragged it across the road, so it wasn't in the middle of the road for someone else to hit it. And so other than that, I got blood on my Air Force Ones and stuff from the deer.
Oh no!
And then so then I just started driving back to doing DoorDash or whatever. But yeah, but I never hit a deer in Georgia. You'll see them like on the freeway at nighttime. You just see them all just grazing grass, just waiting to cross the road and just staring at you driving and shit.
Yeah, they're all over the place in Oklahoma.
Oh, they're all over the place here, man. If it's like winter, anywhere at night, they're everywhere. Just assume they're all over the sides of the road because they are, man.
Yeah, I was only ever I was a passenger in a car that was hit. Like, we didn't hit the deer hit us. It was a fucking buck, and as we were driving, the motherfucker just charged
Right into your car. You can be completely stopped.
I was on this side, and had I been sitting on this side, I'd have been fucking impaled.
Oof.
Because this thing, and this is a small car, just bam, fucking hit.
Wow.
My high school sweetheart.
Only other thing that happened to me, and this is in Northwest Arkansas, so very near to Oklahoma, Strider.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking driving to work, and out of nowhere, I think it died mid-flight. A barn owl just falls from the sky and lands.
Oh shit!
Selena knows what I'm talking about. She remembers this story. Fucking square on my windshield and shatters it.
What?
And I'm driving. My brain didn't register that this was an owl. It looked like a little man in a brown coat.
You know,
like a midget in a brown coat, just in a brown fur coat. Pop.
You know, sometimes them ravens be chasing other birds to their death. I seen them do that in La Jolla. They were chasing a hawk, and there was traffic in La Jolla, and it made the hawk fly low enough just to get hit by a car, and they flew off to wherever they were at.
Wow.
Them ravens
are way too smart. Like
they're very smart.
My high school sweetheart must have been cursed because every time he got in my car and we went anywhere more than one town over, we hit something. Every time he got in my car, an entire flock of geese landed in front of me on a back road while I'm driving at night.
Oh, please!
An entire
geese are assholes.
Geese.
They'll hold grudges. They will stalk you.
What, man, I saw them beat.
They like put a
because I ran them
they
down.
put a curse on you in order to hunt you down.
No, I saw geese one time.
No.
Was his name?
Like literally 7 or 8 of them. I started crying. My boyfriend's literally laughing at me. I'm like, this is your fault. This only happens when you're in my car.
What was his name? Damien.
I knew that was coming. No, speaking of geese, I grew up in before I moved to Vegas, it was a small town in Northwest Arkansas, and we go to the park, and there was a fucking goose that I recognized him, he recognized me, and this motherfucker, every time I couldn't fucking do anything, he would come, like, there'd be all the geese over by the pond and the ducks. Selena knows what I'm talking about there in the town I'm from. And this fucking goose, no matter what I'm doing, I'm in the sandbox, I'm on the swing, they fucking come over and just start fucking with me all the time. All the time.
These are assholes, man. I've seen them
He's a
beat up on.
fucking dick.
Yeah, they're beat up on. We was at this park one time. It was in Savannah. My sister and brother-in-law lived there, and when my daughter was little, we went out there to visit. And we were at this little park, and there were just some ducks, and they're just chilling like in this like little pond, and some geese came down. And geese are like drunken Boston Red Sox fans. They just started fighting with. They came down and they started.
Description.
They started fighting with the ducks, and so the
very specific description, and I know that.
It's like they started fighting with the ducks, and the ducks were just like, "What the shit?" So the ducks left. So the geese like didn't have any more ducks, so they just started fighting each other.
Like, have you seen?
Like drunk Red
Have
Sox
you guys
fans.
watched
They're
regular
Red
show?
Sox fans, man.
Have you guys watched regular show?
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's an episode where geese come down and start beating people up and everything.
Yeah, they're assholes, man.
All right, Iron and Diesel and Vagabond and Strider and how do I pronounce your name?
Nemesystemic, like nemesis and systemic put together.
Got it.
I've been working on that one myself.
It's the horror amarata of this little community. This little
Nemesystemic.
fellowship.
And I heard someone else call you just Nemesis, so I was getting confused.
Yeah,
I'll
you
be
can call me just Nemesis. That's fine too. Or Nem. That's cool
I have
too.
to go because I
Nem
promised
works.
MSK I'd go on with him, and he's starting in like 10 minutes, so I need to
fuck.
start over again. It was a really fun time. I'm glad I came on, and it was nice actually seeing some of you. I've talked to you, but never actually seen you before.
Yeah.
And have a good night,
I haven't
guys.
talked to you since the San Diego.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, Teeny. Or
Well,
Tiny.
I think just about everybody on this stream needs to go to
That's why.
MSKs. So
Yes.
we'll
Yeah,
all
right. Yeah, well,
we'll
I'll get right
all
on that.
join MSKs.
Yeah.
I'll
get right on that. I'll get right on that.
Yeah, he doesn't send us
all
invite.
join in.
But yeah, like
you know what?
You are so.
If you already
audible.
sent me the link, I'm gonna post it in the fucking chat, and then we can all join.
I think it's gonna be in like 20 minutes. That's what he just texted. That's what he just messaged me.
Yeah,
couldn't hear a thing
Tiny was on
Selena said.
I think Common Nerd stream. She was
That was
saying my
muted.
locks was as tall as her.
Yeah.
I swear I'm bad
Well,
at this.
We'll wrap it
Well,
up
like-
here. MSK is going to be doing a special tribute show to Akira Toriyama, and depending on everything, we may be doing another one immediately after, because I want to make sure everybody has a chance to get their fucking feelings across about, this is a pretty big deal. A lot of us grew up on Dragon Ball Z, and I'd like to have an opportunity for everybody to jump in on that. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But let's go ahead and with the 6 that are left. Is this the longest stream we've ever done? We started it.
No, last week we were longer.
Oh, were we?
Last week we were
We
long.
were.
Not by much, but we're getting close to it.
We're getting close.
Yeah,
Well,
it happens.
I want to try to beat that.
It's a Gundam
That
was
goal.
trying to stream for an hour, and he streamed for 5 hours instead with Kanga the other day.
Oh, I know what'll kill some time. One of my favorite stories, Vagabond, is when you told me about the you were delivering food, but you fell asleep, and then you delivered it
man.
Butthead hours and hours later.
Yeah, and still got a tip too.
This guy acted like you were Black Santa Claus, just showing up magically to deliver him. Like, oh my god, man, thank you.
Oh man, that not to
even
hold
better.
up the time, but yeah. So my strategy with DoorDash, this was Postmates because it wasn't DoorDash at this time, and because I was like the first 100 Postmates, but I used to park at this Jack in the Box, at like 2 a.m. in the morning, right? And there's these kids from that go to UCSD that would order. So I'm in Jack in the Box parking lot, just sitting there, and I get an order for Jack in the Box, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm already here. Let me just rest for about 5 minutes, right? So I lean my seat back, and the next thing I know, it was like 5 hours later, 3 or 4 hours later. So I was like, holy shit, I need to deliver this food. And so I get the Jack in the Box, I buy the food, and then I text the guys like, hey man, I'm so sorry. There was like some police activity or something, and I'm totally late. I get no response, right? So I was like, okay. So I just like, so after I get the food and I punch in like the order total, I was like, please be nearby, please be nearby. Dude lives like 15, 20 minutes away. Holy shit. So I drive all the way there, and it's this apartment gated community, and I'm like, oh, I don't have a gate code. I'm calling the dude, he's not answering the phone. Oh shit, how am I gonna do this? And so I'm like trying to find a way to get in until someone like gets out of the gate, and I was able to squeeze in. And then I literally rushed to this person's door, and I start banging on the door and ringing the doorbell, and this kid comes out and like totally stoned out of his mind. Hey, what's up, dude? I was like, hey, I'm your Postmate driver, and I'm really sorry about being late. Oh man, I totally forgot you got food. He was like,
that's awesome.
Just so happy.
He's so happy. He was like, he forgot about it. It was like you said, Santa Claus.
My favorite to deliver to on Postmates.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, thanks, bro. He's and so I give him the food and everything, and I start walking away, and like I'm telling, oh, don't worry about it, bro. It's all cool, dog. And it's like I totally forgot I even ordered. And so
nice. That's awesome.
So Postmates, when they first started, they build the customer on the time you're at the restaurant or whatever, right? So that racked it up. So that was like $30 just for that, and then plus the food. And the dude tips me like $20 on the app.
Nice. Stoners were my favorite to deliver to. I mean, I had this one guy at FSU when I was doing Postmates. Freaking show up at the door, and I can smell it just permeating through that freaking door. And I'm just like, oh man, I really wish I had some. They open up, and it's just like Snoop Dogg. Just comes wafting out, and I'm like, dude, I could smell it from down the hall. I wish I had some. He's like, you want a blunt?
Oh my god!
I just light up.
Man,
gives me a full-on pre-roll and a $20 tip too.
Nice.
Wow. Postmates, I had the weirdest interaction because Postmates, you're not just buying food. Like it's anything you can buy with a credit card.
CVS,
like,
a lot of times. And shit
I
like
sometimes the adult store, like I'm buying dildos and shit.
Oh,
like
God.
you get those orders.
Don't remind me. I had to buy the weirdest shit for people.
Man, I didn't know what whippets were until I heard of it on the movie Airplane, but I didn't know what the hell they were. But like, so whippets are legal in San Diego, and all I'm buying is whippets.
They were legal in Atlanta too. I wonder if they changed that.
I don't know. I don't look for whippets because I didn't know what the hell they were. And so
30 minutes and 30 seconds of death, boy.
Yeah, so like I'm like, that's all I'm buying. Like, so one time at the smoke shop to pick up some whippets, and I was like, hey man, I'm doing Postmates, but can you tell me what the hell is a fucking whippet? And the guy's like, his eyes little glue all wide and everything. Oh bro, like whippets, they're like, you know, the air from whipped cream cans, they're like in these CO2 containers, and you just get high off of them. I was like, oh man. And so he's like telling me all this shit. I was like, oh damn, I didn't know about this, right?
He was excited to explain it to you, man.
Yeah. So then like I'm buying like 10 boxes of whippets for like one customer. And then
He'll be on the news
like,
dead the next day.
So then the guy's like, hey man, do they have a cracker and balloons? I was like, oh, a cracker? I don't even know what the hell that is. So I guess this is the thing to crack the CO2 open or whatever. So
yeah,
like this guy was like,
he cracked the canister, balloon on it to get it all in there, then through the balloon.
But yeah, when
as you're taking a full blood pressure from the canister.
Yeah, Postmates
explode your lung.
Like when Postmates, the week that like the first months that it started, like when you were at the same place over and over again, and the employees are wondering why you keep coming back. That's like the funniest thing. So I was at this one Mexican restaurant, right, and everyone was ordering from there because Postmates, they don't partner with any of the stores. It's just we're actually buying the items for the people, right, and we're charging them what we paid for at the store. So the chick at this Mexican restaurant's like, "Excuse me, sir, why you keep coming back here? I've seen you here like 10 times already today." And I'm like, I was like, I'm doing Postmates. So I used to wear like the Postmates shirt to like let people know and stuff. And I was like, and she's like, yeah, like what the hell is Postmates? And like I'm explaining to them, it's like, wait, so they can buy whatever they want from our store. And like they thought it was awesome because they're getting customers or whatever.
They're like, fuck, we're gonna do this so we don't have to leave.
Yeah. Postmates, I used to get the laziest people too. Like I had to go to a pizza bar downtown San Diego, and after I get the pizza, I walk out the building, I look at the app, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm standing on the street. It's across the street. Literally across the street.
That's some lazy shit right there, boy.
So, like I didn't even have to hop in my car. Like parking downtown San Diego was like hard enough already. So I literally walk across the street, walk up, go to like the third. It wasn't like the 10th floor or anything too. It was literally like the 3rd floor. I knock on the door and this guy comes out. And the first thing I wasn't gonna say anything. The first thing out of his mouth goes, "I bet this is the laziest order you ever seen." I said, "Sure is."
Oh, he knows.
He knows.
I handed it to him, and I was
like, "Motherfucker, you better be in a wheelchair or fucking
like
or something." Yeah.
Some
I'm too wasted to walk.
Some people just sit
Another
like
gritty-
butt ass naked in their house and stuff. There's this one guy. All I've seen is his arm and his shoulder. Like it's like there was this one call also at UCSD, right? So it's another apartment, and every single time this dude would order, when he opened the door, you just see the living room is just full of boxes like he never unpacked when he moved to the school there, and he has a stack of boxes, and he would say, "Oh, just put it on top of these stack of boxes right here." So I put the food on the stack of boxes, and I would see his arm. So I like where he's like, I could tell he's not trying to let me see that his whole body. So I knew he was just butt ass naked in the house. and
the motherfucker was too lazy to put on clothes.
But he
him
was
on his boxes and filth.
Yeah, he was a returning customer because that's all he would order was like he would order, and the same thing. I'm putting boxes of food, food on top of the boxes, and like I only see an arm of this dude ever.
Jesus Christ,
that's some shit. Man.
All right, well, we got to wrap it up here. Anybody got anything they want to plug or say or do anything before we call it a night?
Again, check out Moxie Dame next Friday next Friday or Saturday when she's dropping the interview with Brian from Gothsicles. So that's gonna be a hell of a fun time with them. Sunday we're gonna have game night, so show up here. And outside of that, I look forward to seeing you guys come end of May.
Yay!
We look forward to your victorious return, man.
Word.
Yeah,
All right. Anybody else? Or we got to roll credits?
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be unboxing videos, and because tomorrow we got a thunderstorm, so I'm not going anywhere. So I'll be home all day making videos.
Yeah, that's right. We got that storm system coming through.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
Yeah, it's coming all the way through the Panhandle. So
Yeah.
Vagabond and I are getting hit by the same storm.
Me too.
Yeah.
And Diesel. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, whatever Florida gets, I get like the next hour later.
Send me some storms. I love storms.
Yeah.
Red, you got anything going on, man? Or you about to get hit with the storm there in Oklahoma?
That's just a Tuesday.
Down in Houston. I know. Yeah, it rains all the time in Oklahoma, but obviously I'm in Houston. It rains like crazy here because it's basically tropical. But no, I've got a Dune Part 2 spoiler video dropping, talking about the stuff that I didn't like, which is stuff that we kind of touched on with the kitty, with stuff I did with Shawnee, I didn't really appreciate. So that's coming, I think, on Sunday morning. I already recorded it. I just had it scheduled. But that's when it's going to come out. That's all I have.
All right,
and
right on.
MSK here in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a sandwich first, so you guys go in and fill time in between.
Need some water. I'm losing water.
Now, before Diesel goes, I'm gonna go with Diesel, and we're still working out. We're gonna have a science fiction themed show. We're still deciding. I think we decided on Sundays, right?
Probably. I'm good for whatever. I just
Yep.
gotta get. If I could get this if I can format this drive again and then swap it over to another drive, I got 2 hard drives. I need to format one, then copy everything over to that one, then format the other one, and then it's probably still gonna screw up, man. I think my computer is just fucking. It's got some haunted gremlin AIDS or something.
Shit, we'll talk later. I might have another SSD laying around. It won't. It's not a. It'll depend on if it's compatible and how much space is on it. But if I got one, I'll send it over to you. And
Both of these are. I just thought those things never messed up or had errors. I've had 2, and it's Western Digital Blue, man. It was like that
should be a good one.
I know, right? Why are they messing up like that? Why?
Well, that's why I'm trying to get me a RAD system going on pretty soon. Or a NAS.
I just don't understand how this. I don't think it's possible for the actual motherboard or anything to cause a bunch of errors in a hard drive. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think that's possible.
It might be a different issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. We'll have to figure that out.
I don't even know. I've gone through it. It's been I don't know, man. I should have never bought the computer. It's been just like it goes good for a while, then it fucks up. It goes good for a while, and then it fucks up.
Oh, you should build a computer.
That's what I did. I put it together and stuff like. Well, I ordered the separate parts, put it together, and had it sitting here, and it's just been. The hard drives have given me nothing but problems the entire time I've had it.
Well, hard drives have been like, is a SSD or just a hard
SSD?
Disk? I mean, they're cheaper nowadays now too. You just get you in some new ones, back up all your files.
That's the thing, though, man. That both of these were new when I used them, and then they messed up. Might have to go with another brand though, or something.
It could be a motherboard issue.
That's what I'm thinking. Sounds like motherboard.
How can your motherboard?
It's less likely for your 2 hard drives to be fucked up than it is for your motherboard to have a connection issue that's causing these issues.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't
it's not
do
that
what
it's
I
messing. And it's not that it's messing up your storage. It's that the connection is having faulty reads and causing errors on the back end.
Yeah. Don't do what I did.
Once I format it, it runs fine for a while, and then when I start downloading stuff or installing some games 6 months to a year later, then it starts messing up.
That definitely could be a connection issue where there's just too much data traveling and there's a faulty connection somewhere that's causing it to choke. And if that's the case, then it's just a motherboard replacement.
Yeah, it did.
Which actually, in the long run, that's probably it's one of the easier fixes. We'll figure that out though, man. And like I said, if anything else, then I will fucking lease you my my old Alienware laptop that I got sitting over here.
Hey,
we'll
Selena,
talk about that.
Is that a BMO phone case?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
It squishes.
You're adorable. I love you, honey. And not only do we got we're going to be working out the details with the sci-fi show. I'm really excited about that. I also want to do a swords and sorcery show here with awesome. Mr. Vagabond.
Cool.
That's going to be a lot of fun. We just have to work out some scheduling and go from there, guys. But like I said, this last week was a little kind of kick me in the balls as far as trying to get anything done outside of working in vet bills. So
yeah, understandable.
So we'll go from there, but we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, and everybody go check out everyone on the panel.
Moxie Dame.
A special shout out to Moxie Dame, first time on the Rogues Gallery. Go check her content out. Tiny, of course. Well, Tiny's more of a floater on other people's shows, but definitely follow her on X. It's her first time here. Yeah, and it was kind of a surprise visit, so that was great. Go check out Nate over at UMD Reviews, and we will be back next week. Go check out those of us that will be joining MSK just here in the next few minutes over on his channel over on Rumble. Be a lot of fun, a lot less filtered, and just, well, I mean, you've watched it. You've seen MSK on here. Just take what you've seen on here and magnify it. And
also,
that's what
thank
you're
you
gonna
everyone who's watched on X. We've had 435 viewers, which is amazing. We gained 8 new subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome.
Well done.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Awesome.
And that's what this is about. I'm just doing this for fun. This is me sitting around at a fucking bar with friends. Only now I just do it on screen. So we're just
I don't have to worry about a tab.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoying the week. But we'll see you again next week on the Weekly Rogues Gallery, episode 7, same time, 5 p.m. PST. And at that, we will call it a night. And goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
I'll be back.